Hello and welcome to Goats and Dragons! We're back! Woo! The stream where Hopeful Goat Gaming plays Dungeons and Dragons. A game of shared storytelling where I try to kill my friends. I'm Andrew Gilbert, the benevolent dictator of Helpful Goat Gaming, but tonight I'm your friendly neighborhood dungeon master. And I'm not alone. With me, as always, is the unbenevolent dictator of Helpful Goat, Galway, playing the tiefling sorcerer, Charity.
Hey, everybody.
Adam, playing the halfling rogue, Burbage Kemp.
Happy New Year!
I was really prepared for that to just be the first syllable.
Yeah, I was waiting.
Stop talking, there's more people to introduce. Lena, playing the Goliath Barbarian Storm.
Hi.
Jay, playing the Drow Druid, Vimeris.
Yo.
Sarah, playing the half-elf paladin, Aerisa.
Hello.
And, of course, you all, chat. You are a part of our lives and a part of our game, and we love you. And there's a few announcements tonight, one of which is, for the foreseeable future, we are going to be doing this on Friday evenings, 7 Mountain Time, 9 Eastern Standard Time, 6 Pacific. We're going to be doing that for a while, just to get everyone's schedule kind of back on track, and that'll be fun. Also, dang it, I wrote down another announcement for Adam, but I somehow deleted it. Oh, no. I even had him read it to me a few times. Well, Adam wrote a book. Adam has a great new book out, and it's called The Last Thing I'll Ever Write, Part 1.
Mm-hmm.
And where
I get it.
Adam, can you get this?
You can learn more about it and even pre-order it if you want at playsinverse.com.
I love it. And he also said that I could make weird noises because it's kind of a weird book. So here's my weird noise for it.
That was
There
great.
you go. Was that awesome?
Yeah, it was good.
All right. No, I can't wait. I'm going to pre-order it. It'll be fun. It's going to be a good time.
The weird noise on your notes
excellent.
is probably better.
It was. Yeah, I spelled it out on my notes, but I erased it somehow. Anyway, we are affiliate, which means you're able to share and subscribe to us if we do anything cool or crazy or terrifying and awful. And as a reminder to anyone who has Amazon Prime, you are able to subscribe for free through Twitch Prime, which you get with Amazon Prime. And we'd be honored to be one of those free subscriptions. That'd be great. Or just subscribe to us in general. That'd be fun too. And thank you so much to those who follow the channel. We're really excited to be back. Really excited to be getting into this kind of third act almost of this campaign, where we're starting to really dive into some crazy story stuff. So I'm super excited, and I hope you are too. So with that, let's begin tonight's episode of Goats and Dragons. That's there.
I was like, I'm not getting music, Andy.
It's our first time back in a while. I'm rusty.
I'm not going to sing along to it tonight.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Maybe next week.
I dropped a link to the book into chat, by the way.
Awesome. Oh, thank you. God damn
See,
it.
I motivated
Couldn't
you.
help it. Dun, 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 dun.
Previously on Goats and Dragons, the complete fiery destruction of Wilfred Woe's wondrous wonders left the group singed yet resolved. there is finally some first-hand evidence of what is causing these infernos across the land. They have something to do with the summoning of these things to this plane of existence that should not be here. Living flame and smoke. Destructive elements from another realm of existence. How they have come here and for what purpose still remains a mystery. But a greater sense of urgency to complete Ponway's directives has now been placed on the party. The caravan left quickly and moved northward along the great road of Gaholnia. Within hours, however, of leaving the smoking fair in ruins, the group happened upon some peculiar pilgrims. Followers, they were, of what they called the Great Burning. A highly punishing cult that desires to purify the world in these mysterious flames. It became apparent, after a bit of chicanery, that these cult members were fairly harmless, though misguided. They somehow mistook charity for a being of fire, the incarnate god of the Great Burning itself.
Mistook?
Believed. To show their loyalty, the pilgrims waded into the river naked to cleanse themselves for the coming fire. Also, the group decided to split from the caravan that had traveled so far with them. They said goodbye to Tellywood and the Furbolgs, and Meepus, who attempted to hide his glee that the group was leaving him. You all have now traveled further into this realm, north along the road, through the wilderness. Days have now passed since your parting. What would you like to do? Is there anything specific you'd like to do along the road toward Wisdomir?
Okay, I'm going to assume, one, that we're actually getting some long rests in here.
Absolutely.
So I can reset.
You've had a few days even before, since anything horrible has happened.
Would you still be doing the whatever spell it is, charity person? Okay, that was not a. I'm gonna become more coherent.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
What was that?
Beg pardon?
How are you splitting up the spell this time?
Trying to remember what my default was, because I'm also.
You were giving me 20, but I don't know what you were giving for everyone.
I was being given 10.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm just trying to look.
I think I was 10 too.
You were, Vimeris would have been 10. I would have, Stormbringer, you would have been 20. I would have been 10, and I think at this point, Burbage would have been 20. No, 15. There we go. There's the math.
15
That's how
now?
math work.
Yep.
So we're following a path, right? Like it's a road?
Yes. Yep.
It looks like a river.
Yeah, basically, you've left one major river and then met up with another along this road that is now going toward these 4 towns in the northwestern part of Gaholnia.
All right. How are we setting up camp each night?
You
I
tell
guess
me?
if we're pausing at all, I would be looking for potion materials,
Excellent.
herbs.
Yeah. Go ahead and give
One
me
night.
a couple nature rolls
Okay.
or survival rolls, actually.
Yeah, survival. How many do you want?
2 of them, please. Good.
Here you go.
Pretty good.
Nice. Along the way, yeah, you find actually quite a bit of materials. Enough to make, after a decent amount of time, you're able to make a healing potion and 10 charges of a med kit.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I'd probably be like, when he wasn't searching for potion ingredients, trying to like prepare Vimeris for the lessons of the Tome of Leadership and Influence.
Thanks.
What are the lessons of the Tome of Leadership and Influence? Give us like a bullet point.
So, like, the Tome of Leadership and Influence, in my mind, focuses on, here's how to make this speech truly inspiring. Here's how to, etc. I'm trying to get him to be able to, like, have a sustained conversation with someone.
Okay.
Like, and not just when he's sort of up to it, but like, hey, a conversation is happening now.
A conversation that doesn't result in your friend throwing their matching armor into the river.
Yeah.
It's not my fault that he's super duper impulsive and he didn't wait for me to finish.
You weren't going to finish. You
I
weren't
was
going to
gonna
clarify
say.
that.
I'm not sure you were. I think you were done. But just around, yeah, exactly. So, to put into a baseball analogy, I view the Tome of Leadership and Influence as like how to hit home runs. I'm just trying to get the batting average up.
Okay, gotcha.
The fundamentals.
Fewer
Fundamental.
strikeouts.
Imagine a magical baseball game. All right.
One night, while everyone's sitting around camp, Aerisa will probably ask, just in general, how did all of you meet anyway?
Pawnway.
Onway.
Conway.
Do I even know who that is?
You do not. No.
You probably noticed that Charity looks significantly beaten down, though, as he says it.
Conway did what then?
You know these high priests. Some of them fashion themselves kind of like matchmakers. Kind of like, what's that group? That group of crime-fighting women in Federo. They all were assembled by that man Charles. What were they called?
Oh, God.
What?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I got
what
the
are you
joke.
talking
Never mind.
about?
Let's just skip it. Let's move past it. It was
The bit's
gonna
bad,
be
bit's bad, the bit's bad, we're moving on.
yeah. It was bad.
It's not-
Aerisa will just not like she knows what he's talking
It's
about.
not landing.
I think
I'm
we
just-
should, yeah.
I'm
We
just-
should also review the laws of improvisation. And the what the hell are you talking about? It's a very common one. That's how most improvisation goes.
What I'm trying to say.
I thought it was yes and, but
Oh no,
I
no, no!
really
It's
didn't know what he
no,
was
no, not
talking
at all.
about. I was
Yeah, it's what the hell are you talking about?
What I'm trying to say is that Ponway is this high priest in Federo who assembled us to be a sort of crime-fighting, adventuring team.
so. Why didn't you say that before?
/ lackeys.
I was trying
Also
to,
lackeys.
yeah, lackeys, yeah. Anyway, there's this fire blight that's going around destroying cities. You saw it.
Carnivals.
Mhm.
Faravans.
Carnivals, Fairavans.
Carnival.
Nope, that's not
Farnivals,
gonna.
apparently.
Stop trying to make that happen, Stormbringer.
The Farnival.
Fairavan.
Farnival. I stopped because no one joined in.
Yeah, maybe Charity's
wait,
book
wait.
will help you with that.
Let me get this straight. He hired you to do what about the fire blight?
Fix it. Maybe?
We found a plant,
We were getting things for him.
like plants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we ever find out what that first plant did?
Yeah, did he ever tell us about that?
Did you
No.
ever ask? No, you didn't.
Wasn't there something about
This
the
exact
wind that
line
I-
is why I mentioned lackeys.
Well, he didn't
There's
give
a
us a lot of
face-palming
chances
right
to
now.
I
ask.
think
So-
Aerisa is also face palming. Just like at this.
Look, all right. If you, yeah, all right. So our origin story is not that great. What's yours
It
then?
sounds like we're going to get Ponway's drugs.
We're picking up a plant for the high priest. It's quiet though. It's quiet.
The High Priest.
Ah.
That sounded like a Burbageism.
Well, I hope he pays you well at least.
Oh, he does.
I mean, does he?
I thought we got some gold.
Yeah.
I mean, we spent it. Well,
I
but
feel
that was
like
kind of a blur.
I mean, we've almost died a lot of times doing this, and he's probably hiding things from us, so I think he should be paying us a lot more than he does.
Though some percentage of the us almost dying is related to extraneous, non-Ponway related circumstances.
No, because we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him.
I think everything is connected.
Yeah, everything's his fault.
Or at least tied to the Temple of Ren.
Yeah,
That seems probable.
yeah.
You do seem to run into a lot of shit for it just to be coincidence.
We are trying to prevent the end of the world.
Which apparently people may be trying to cause.
If those cultists are any hint, maybe.
Let's all try to say that 5 times fast. Just the word
Those
cultists.
Cultists.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
Cultists.
dirty. Dirty.
Cultists.
Dirty!
Dirty.
I'd like to think that, like, the first night as we go to sleep, you can sort of, very faintly on the breeze, we can hear, dirty.
And we all chuckle. What
You
next?
do begin to long for some of that Furbolg food, as you now all have to prepare your own meals and cook your own rations.
Depend on Vimeris berries.
Vimeris berries.
They're
Yeah.
magically delicious.
Do you call them that?
Yeah, I'm gonna sell them next time I'm in town.
Some of my delicious.
And I'm gonna call them that.
Beautiful.
Oh.
That's canon now. So
Oh yeah.
Okay.
any other questions, Aerisa? Or anyone for Aerisa? You sort of have this new person that you just met a few days ago.
Yeah.
Now on the road.
I mean, it's at some point, Burbage would like to, probably away from the group, try to get Aerisa to spill the beans about her history with Hakari.
She probably let like a long drawn out sigh, kind of like she was half expecting it at some point. I'm not really sure what to say about it.
Well, you said that the two of you were fighting over something in the past.
I wasn't
Right?
quite fighting. We just both lay claim to the same thing at one time. To be honest, it's always just boils down to being a boy.
Oh, all right, okay. So the two of you were fighting over a boy.
Well, we'll just
That's-
leave it at that.
Oh, no.
Water under the bridge at this point.
That's a boy under the bridge, and that's my favorite kind of bridge. Is the one that has a boy
You make
under
it
it.
sounds so much worse than it really is.
Well, maybe I wouldn't if you gave me some more details. Come on. Come on.
DM, just to make it straight, Hakari and I have actually never met, correct?
right.
And so, well, fine. A man I dated just happened to be her ex. That's about it.
Oh, her ex, eh? What was his name?
Well, it doesn't matter anymore, but I meant
Come
he used
on.
to date Hakari in the past, and I never really interacted with her more than that. Just heard stories, you know.
What does he look like?
A lot like you, actually.
Really?
Yeah. You said you met Hikari. Was she ever sweet on you?
Yeah, right. I mean, if you ask me, yeah, it always seemed like she was pretty sweet on me and always kind of endeared to me and always kind of, sexually attracted to me. Yeah, and I mean, this guy sounds like he was really quite the handsome devil, if you ask me. I mean, yeah, it sounds pretty attractive. And, all right, well, that's cool. So did you find me attractive?
There it is. There's the other shoe thudding to earth.
She'll kind of like look startled by the question and no. No.
Come on. Well, fine. It doesn't matter anyway because I don't like women that much. I mean, I've never been with a woman. I mean, I've only gone so I've like been with some, but I haven't
you've
gone
never
all
been
the
with a
way
woman
with
before.
women. What? Yeah. I've done some like things with women, but the only
Does that mean you prefer men?
yeah, I mean the only people that I've done like all the things with have been males.
Well, what do you think about the people you're traveling with? Are you sweet on any of them?
Oh yeah, what? No.
Damn, this shit just got good.
I also just...
You and the elf, the Maris, you're wearing matching outfits. Does it mean that you're together?
Yes. Well, together. I mean,
Together.
only in the most, subdued sense of that word. I would say
you're
that
still
Vimeris.
early in the relationship.
There's no, no.
Before you get, into the meat of it.
There's no meat. There's no meat yet. There's no, What I'm saying is, Vimeris and I are good friends. We're bros, and do I find Vimeris infinitely more attractive than Charity? Yes.
Whoa.
Do I think that Vimeris is infinitely cooler than Charity? Yes. But is there any kind of attraction from me towards Vimeris? Oh man. And I'm just gonna walk away.
I think he set him up.
Holy shit.
Aerisa just kind of be like, she'll be holding her hand to her mouth, kind of like trying to cover a smile and a slight laugh while he was doing that.
Nice, yeah.
But
Oh my gosh. Burbage, give me an insight roll with disadvantage, please.
Meanwhile, Charity's probably sitting, like, warming his hands by the fire, trying to, like, explain to Vimeris that, the response to any basic question about your life is not to instantly turn into a giant snake.
Nice.
I'll be like hooked on every word.
Oh, beautiful. All right. Thank you, Burbage. Excellent. So several more nights pass. You're making your way kind of this northwestern sort of path along the river, catching fish as you go. The surroundings have gotten much more dense with forest. There are now no longer simply pine trees everywhere. There are actual kind of, I was about said carnivorous. I don't mean carnivorous. I mean coniferous trees.
Okay. With you, I can't always tell.
Carnivorous trees, maybe.
What's the wildlife like?
It's you've seen a few bears, but it's
What kind of bears?
black bears, brown bears. You
Okay.
saw a cave bear from a distance, but didn't get too close.
I didn't get close to that one, no.
No. But everything seems to be a little bit more a little more green. Things are popping up a little bit more. Smells are a little bit more intense. And you've definitely had time to just calm your nerves after just like a week of fighting nearly every day. You're able to let down your guard even for a split second. You do not see any more towns. There really aren't any. There's a few hamlets that you've passed, but they're mostly farming areas. There's been a couple inns on the road, but nothing has burned down or seen that kind of fiery destruction like you've seen now previously. And after about 6 days then since you've left Tellywood, you in the evening crest a very large hill, and through the tree line you now see a glittering town on a very large lake, spread out across from you, and lights across the lake. Another small town seems to be populated, and this looks like kind of like the first civilization you've seen really since Sherstow. So it is kind of a nice break for you. So all of you are starting to immediately kind of set your sights on a hot meal, a warm bath, and what this glittering town might provide for you. So it is evening, and it's getting fairly late, but you really only have about another 20-minute ride to town. Would you like to try to go tonight, or stay another night in the woods? What are you thinking?
I would prefer the woods.
I don't have a particularly strong preference, so if the Maris prefers the woods, that's fine.
I don't particularly care either.
Yeah, sure. Let's stay in the woods.
Yeah. That sounds good to me. Sure, fine. All right.
Is Burbage running low on alcohol, by the way?
Do you have...
Isn't he out of alcohol? I feel like I wrote
Ye-
down that he was out.
He's been out.
Guys!
for a while.
Guys, it doesn't matter. Alcohol means nothing to me, all right? My body feels fine, okay?
Are
And
you
my
sure?
Did you find
brain feels
mushrooms?
fine.
Can I
Mushrooms.
use an insight check with a medicine check on that statement of his body feels fine?
Please. All right. Yeah, you believe him?
Everything feels fine. I feel great. Burbage is going to do a little dance to kind of show off how great he's feeling.
How's the dance go?
It goes so like if there are 2 feet, if you envision like 2 feet on the ground.
I meant how adeptly was it performed, not a step-by-step diagram of the dance.
Oh, thank
Go
God.
ahead and roll a performance check.
I had no idea what I was about to say.
Oh, it's quite good. It's quite a good dance. Yeah, that is an above average dance right there.
Damn it, I should have let it keep going just to see if he described the hokey pokey.
He put his left foot in.
So you bed down for the night, set your watches like you've now gotten quite accustomed to, traveling in the wilderness here. And why don't each of you just give me a perception check for your watch?
Okay.
This is off to a good start. Okay,
Ouch.
cool.
Yay.
Damaris, save us.
No.
I mean, Burbage was okay.
Yeah, Damaris.
Yeah.
And I'm totally like looking at the town, watching mostly it.
Excellent. So the town seems to have kind of a midnight like fireworks display almost over the lake, and you see some pretty fantastic fireworks. One of them sort of flips around, spins sparks in the air, and turns into kind of a blooming flower as it then descends slowly into the lake. And all of this is entirely silent then as well, which seems a little odd, but it's quite a beautiful display. You've never quite seen anything like it. And also, you're not exactly sure why the town is so bright. Certainly, torchlight alone would not necessarily light up the town like this. It's interesting, and it really starts to kind of pull you and draw you into it.
It unnerves me.
And unnerves you, perhaps, sure. And Aerisa, you actually get the sense that you just get a feeling that someone is kind of watching you. And it just almost always seems like it's behind you. And you take great cares to look every time behind you and try to, smell and sniff and listen to the wind, but none of your abilities seem to catch on to where it really is. But you just have this sort of nagging feeling.
She might even pretend to lower her guard to see if anybody attacks her.
Yeah, no, yeah,
At one
nothing.
point, at least.
Okay. So you all wake up then in the morning, refreshed, and curious about this new town. If you wanted to, again, you could skirt this sort of kind of glittering town and try to go around the lake. if you'd like.
Vimeris will actually suggest we do that, but he sounds just unsure.
In the time that we've been here and had sightline on the town, have we seen any boats moving across the lake, or especially, I'm assuming we can kind of see where the river, well, both rivers are leaving the lake. Have we seen any boats sort of moving down river?
Definitely, yeah. So there's definitely a fairly sizable docks area that has boats kind of coming and going a lot on both rivers.
And what's the town's name again? Malmond?
Malmond. Yep.
Malmond.
I'd probably recommend to go. I wouldn't mind buying a few health potions myself for the trip, in case your unlucky trend, I should say.
I think it's lucky. We like fighting, don't
That
we?
And, not if I can avoid it.
I'll sort of shrug.
Besides, it might be nice to have actually a hot meal, rather than just roast rabbit and whatever else we run across.
I can make your meals more hot, and Charity can make them even hotter.
Do you not like my berries?
They're good. It's just it's a mental thing, sit down to have a hot meal, a bath. It's nice.
I know, it's comforting to eat my berry.
Yes.
Okay,
God.
that sounds really weird, you guys. Just saying.
I like your
Let's
berries,
leave
but
that
that's
Stormbringer.
great.
Everybody knows that you like his berries, Bergen.
Okay, wait. Did Aerisa say that out loud?
Yes.
Charity is going to look up from whichever book he's reading and go, uh-huh. And sort of lock eyes with Aerisa. And just go, right?
Yeah.
Anyway,
I look
Marissa,
confused.
why don't you want to go to Malmond or whatever it's called?
It's giving me some creepy vibes.
Mr. DM, how close are we to the mountains and stuff? Would I feel like there might be people I want to avoid in this town potentially, or do they not trade this far down?
You would be pretty shocked if they traded this far down.
Okay.
Yeah. If anyone from the mountains really was coming down, they'd come through the rivers, and this is the last stop on any sort of river trade. So it'd be pretty rare.
Okay. I don't know, you guys. I'm good with whatever. I like the berries fine. They're nice berries.
Thank
But
you.
They're fine. They're quite nutritious.
do you think we're more likely to get in a fight out here or in there?
In there.
Okay, let's go in there then.
No. Oh, I did that wrong. I meant that we would probably fight something outside of the city. Probably demon bears.
Oh, that sounds really cool. Are there demon bears out here?
No.
I'm pretty sure I can detect them, yes.
You guys, we should stay
I
out here until the
believe the
demon bears
bears.
come.
Also, Charity
Can I
has a
do an
look of
insight roll on Vimeris?
Charity has a look of unmitigated pride on his face as he's looking at Vimeris.
Why?
Never mind. He doesn't.
I'm not sure I believe Vimeris.
Yeah, even Stormbringer's like, demon bears, really?
Guys, we
We
need
fought Oni.
we need supplies. I need supplies. Not
I have a new
alcohol, but
axe
other
I want
types
to
of
try.
supplies.
And Burbage,
yeah,
it does look
Stormbringer
like a
could test. Yeah,
it
what
does
does
look
it
like
look
a
like?
fairly wealthy town. You're getting a little itchy, pilfering fingers.
Oh God.
Yeah. As I was saying, before I was not interrupted by anyone
My bad.
within the world of the game, I think we should go into the town to get supplies and a hot dinner, as Aerisa suggested.
I want to try out my new axe, so I don't care as long as we can fight something.
Why do you keep conspicuously not using the word buy or purchase supplies?
What is
Yes, Stormbringer,
conspicuously
why don't
mean?
you use the word
Not
buy
her,
or
you
purchase?
nit!
I'm sorry, should I be saying that more?
No.
I don't know, but
I'd
Charity's
like to go
asking.
into the town and buy while I attack people.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
Don't.
that's
Also,
Storm-
we should not just be going into the town and attacking people. That's actually pretty standardly what we do, and it doesn't tend to go well for us.
How does it not go well? We've had so many good fights.
We're still alive. Wait,
Yeah.
why am I helping? No.
I'm gonna look at Vimeris and be like, the fuck, man?
all right. Well, the three of you can debate this endlessly if you want, but Aerisa and I are going to go into town and have ourselves a date. Isn't that right, Aerisa?
A date.
I mean, would you like to join me in town?
Sure.
Or like
why
a-
not?
Like a platonic date. I could be your, like, sassy halfling friend.
Okay. I'll be your wing woman.
Yeah, that sounds good. All right.
Go.
See you guys later. Bye.
Do the rest
should-
of you
Should we follow them, you guys?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm sure it'll be fine. It's just an Andy city, right?
Do we still have Gary?
Yes, of course. Oh yeah.
What are we going to do with Gary?
I mean, I think they probably have stables in town.
Will they stable Gary?
Will he eat all the horses?
I was gonna say,
You're not here.
I know.
there's questions that cut both ways, though, and Charity also has that one.
I guess I could stay with Gary outside of town, and
No.
I'm gonna just keep staring nervously at the town.
Look, if the town is bad, which you have uneasy feelings about it, the only member of the family that's in the town right now is both the one that's most likely to make things go bad and the one least prepared to deal with things going bad. So, if you're actually nervous about the town, we might have to just stick together with him. Hopefully we can keep Gary with us.
Okay. Actually, I'm going to... I have a plan. I'm going to use, speak to plants.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask Gary to stick to the perimeter.
I'm Gary.
So, I'll do that.
Hi, Vimeris. I'm Gary.
Hi, Gary. We're gonna go into the town, the spooky town, and I would like you not to go with us. Can you meet us on the other side of the town?
Yeah, on the. Do you want me? I can be in the lake if you want.
Will you drown?
Don't breathe, so no.
Okay, go into the lake and
Okay.
I'll give you a signal if I need you.
Oh, what kind of signal?
You'll know.
and he like starts to tromp off into the woods, making a lot of noise.
Oh, crap, I have to think of a signal.
Oh no.
One that he'll know.
Couldn't you
What
use?
the hell no?
Couldn't you just use your dancing lights and make them look like him?
That's damn smart. Damn, Charity. And I'm just going to clap Charity on the
Damn.
shoulder and just look at, just like, whoa.
I can.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Let's go find
You
Ty.
approach. You approach a walled town, and the you sort of approach along the road, the main road to the town. There's a few buildings outside the main wall, and there definitely is some people checking travelers in from the road. So it looks like to remain on the up and up, you'll want to sort of go in that direction.
I'm like, oh god, where's he?
Gary is gone. You have your camel
I'm just
that's
looking at
carrying
bows
most of your
and
stuff.
Bows and bows.
And then, yeah, and then everyone else has their horse with them. And as you're sort of approaching along the main road, you see two elves with long, luxurious blonde hair sort of waving you over to them.
Do they look like city guard or?
No, they're not armed or armored at all. They seem to have several clipboards, and there's a small kind of kiosk desk.
But they seem
outside.
like functionaries of some kind.
Yes,
Like this
they
isn't just
seem like
random
sort of official.
passersby. Like,
Right.
hey, come over here. Have we seen other people in line going up to them, or?
Yeah, yep. And everyone has been sort of checked in, before you. Yeah,
Aerisa and I probably would have
gotten here first.
approached them. Yeah.
Yeah, and as you two sort of ride up, they kind of put a hand up to stop you, and yes, what is your business in Malmond? And they're writing on a clipboard at the moment.
Hello, gentlemen.
Yes, hello. What is your business in Malmond?
Yes, we're
To buy
on
supplies.
Yeah, to buy supplies. We're travelers, adventurers, and we're traveling and adventuring, and we're passing through your fine town to purchase supplies.
Oh, purchase supplies. Yes, yes. Well, we
Yes.
do appreciate your patronage to Malmond. Malmond, of course, you know, is a magical city, so there are certain precautions that Sticky Fingers will find a bit hard to deal with, if you know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean. What are you referring to?
Well, then you're fine. If you don't know what I mean, then you're perfectly fine. And you both look a little dirty. Would you mind stopping at the Cherry Trunk? It's an inn just outside the town, and perhaps washing up before entering.
Oh, perfect. That's what our plan was anyway.
Oh, excellent. Perfect. And you do have coin, yes?
Naturally.
You do have coin to spend, yes? Okay, good. That is something that we require a bit of. We just don't want vagabonds writhing around in the streets.
Right. Yeah, no, of course.
Yes, well, yeah, and here is a small pamphlet that lets you know of some of the featured attractions in the town. You can peruse it at your own will. So yes, carry on. Hop on in. What were your names, by the way?
Aerisa.
Aerisa. Do you have a surname, Aerisa?
I don't.
Oh, how mysterious. Okay. And you, lad?
Yeah. My name is
Yes, your name is
Theodric.
Theodric. Oh, that's a royal name indeed. Yes, good. And do you have a surname, Theodric?
Yeah, Dale. D
Theodric
A
Dale. T-A. Oh, okay.
E.
Yes.
And
Theodric
Theodric
Dale, yes.
is
Yes.
T-H
Oh,
E
thank you,
A
sir.
D R I
With an R in there. That's good.
C.
Oh, C, I missed that one. Okay, I thought it was K. Okay, so, please pass on in. There's another group coming down from the hill. Unwashed as yourselves, it appears.
Sorry, sir. Where's
Yes.
this pamphlet? You didn't give me the pamphlet.
Oh, no, here's the pamphlet. It tells you of a quick map of the city and the names of many of our major attractions, places to buy things, that sort of thing.
Great, thank you. I love
Yes.
pamphlets. Always been a big fan of pamphlets.
Oh, good to hear. I personally spent a great deal of time on this pamphlet.
It looks really nice. I like how it looks and feels in my hands and in my
Yeah.
eyes.
Yes.
Come
Yes,
on,
well,
Beatrix,
uh,
let's go off to the inn at least.
Horses are welcome inside the city, so if you want, feel free. There are stables outside, of course, if you don't want to walk through them. But it's up to you.
Yeah, let's hook these up in the stables. Aerisa, what do you say?
I'm sure Erie could use a break.
Yeah, so stables right over here then. Over here.
Oh yes, Almond's exotic pets is probably the best place, I'd say, to hitch your steeds.
All right. Okay. Well, pleasure to make your acquaintance, and I look forward to discovering what magic awaits us in this.
Oh, you won't
wondrous-
be disappointed, Mr. Dale.
Oh, I hope not. I hate being disappointed. It's one of my least favorite feelings.
Oh, good. Okay, well, see you.
Bye.
Bye.
And then eventually the rest of you have made your way down then as well.
If I see them beckon us over, I'll probably sort of walk up. Hello.
Oh, yes, hello. More unseemly characters, I'd say. Yes, how are you? Would you like entry into Malmond today?
Yes, I believe so.
Excellent, excellent. Just a few questions here. None of you have any orcish blood in you, do you? And he's sort of eyeing Stormbringer a bit.
No.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Of course, we ask everyone this question. Just part of the procedure. And
Can I make an insight check on that?
please, yes. You don't think that that's true. He specifically was looking at Stormbringer.
So, at this, there's going to be a very brief shift in sort of the look on Charity's face, which is just like, okay.
And are you hoping to stay in Malmond for any extended period of time?
Oh, it depends, I suppose. We've been doing quite a bit of traveling, and I don't know, we've seen so many wonderful places. Does your city have anything that might hold the attention of those with experience and coin, such as ourselves?
Of course we do. Yes, well, that's exactly what we're made for. Yes, yes. Oh, good to see others with coin instead of just rabble-rousers who want to gawk at our wares and sell their trinkets, merchants and the like. But you do seem to be fine established people.
Because the travelers on the road were very clear on the shoddiness of the wares of this town.
Oh, I'm afraid you did not meet anyone who had actually been here then.
Oh, I see. I see.
Well, experience it for yourselves. What are your names?
I am Charity.
Charity. And do you have a surname, Charity?
I am Charity of the family.
That's an odd surname, but I shall write it down. You are Charity of the family. Okay, yes. And
You misspelled family.
others? I did not.
You
I
did.
am- I am well aware of what I spelled, and it is correct.
It has 3 I's and a W.
That's sometimes how I do it, okay? I can read it. That's all that matters. The others of you?
Oh, name. Vimeris.
Vimeris, and do you have a surname, Vimeris?
Vimeris of the family.
Another of the family. That's interesting. Okay. And the big one, what do we call her?
I'm Vithy Stormbringer Nola Kulain. Of the family?
I'll just sort of shrug at Stormbringer.
Oh, it speaks. Good.
What speaks?
Wow.
All right. Well, please enter.
So does he
for
have
those
like
of you
an
that
inkwell?
Yes.
You can let me know if I can do this or not, but I want to thaumaturgy the earthquake, basically just into the inkwell so that it shatters.
Give me an Arcana check for that level of control. It rumbles in his hand and begins to spill all over his papers in hand. That doesn't quite shatter. And he goes,
And that's
"Oh
the
dear!
from guidance.
Oh shit! Okay." And then it cracks, and then it sort of just begins to leak all over. And he goes, "Oh my! So excuse me, I do not know my own strength at times."
Do you want to
very
arm
spell.
wrestle?
I have a firm grip. No,
You're
thank you.
strong?
Sometimes, yes, I'm very strong.
You don't look strong. You look really weak, but we could arm wrestle.
Sir, I will address this to you since your companion is obviously enraged. There are
She isn't even begun to get angry. I have.
there are areas in the town that even she might find pleasing. I suggest perhaps taking her to the brawlery. But
What would that be?
the brawlery is an inside venue for gladiators who want to test their skill, and well, it's something of a betting nature as well. Yes, but you know, some of those burly, strong types they enjoy it. Willick, give me a towel. There's ink all over me now. But the rest of you, yes, please go on in. Go on in. I've recorded your names. Oh, and please know that this is a magical town. Of course, I'm sure you knew that. We have ways of telling if, well, people are being less than forthright, let's say.
I'm going to sort of smile, and all of a sudden there are silver flames dancing across my fingertips. I like magical towns.
Excellent, excellent. And you are a bit grimy from the road, so if you wouldn't mind stopping at the Cheery Trunk, it's an inn just outside the walls, they can give you a bath, make you a bit more presentable. Yes.
I'm going to look at Vimeris. Don't you have the ability to do something about that? Vimeris is dead.
Does Vimeris have a clean clothes
Do
spell?
I have?
Mending.
Oh,
Mending actually does clean clothes.
Yeah, Mending has the literal ability to clean.
like I can use mending on my skin and give myself.
Not on your skin, really. You have to
Yeah,
like
same.
wad your clothes up into like a cubic foot, basically.
I see.
Okay, that's right. It's a foot, not a 5-foot area.
Yeah.
But
Just clean it 1 foot at a time.
You just wad them up. That's fine. Yeah.
does he offer me the pamphlet or?
Yes, and he passes out pamphlets as well, getting a bunch of ink on them. I'm terribly sorry. My ink is disgusting. I apologize.
There's not supposed to be a pamphlet in our items, right?
I think it's the information
No,
that we
nope,
have on
it's-
this map.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
yeah.
That's okay. Gotcha.
It's explaining how we know what half the city is before we've been here.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And by the way, some of these names of these things are awesome. I just want to draw attention.
These are
to...
amazing, and I've been like scrolling up and down so that the stream can hopefully see some of these.
I'm quite proud of a lot of these.
Bonafide Necromancer's Paradise is way up there. I wish it had been a little closer to Ren's library.
Yeah.
Though still my favorite is the first one that I saw of bows and bows, bows and bows.
I love it. Anyway, yeah. So these two guys kind of go back to work cleaning, basically the one guy, and you are free to enter into whatever you'd like. You do see in the distance Burbage and Aerisa head into the cheery trunk.
Suppose we do that then.
Yep.
Does it cost anything to stable our horses, by the way?
Not yet. They just basically took a receipt and will charge you based on when you pick them up.
Okay.
Does everyone else want to stable horses or take them with you? And your camel has all your extra stuff on it. Remember?
Do I see any other horses / like pack animals in the streets?
Kind of peering through the gates of the walls, you don't. But that doesn't really mean that. Yeah, you're allowed to have them in the city. The guy.
Yeah. I guess probably stable the camel as well. Just maybe have Stormbringer carry the trunk.
Sure.
Okay. Oh, the special trunk.
Actually, that's true. We also have the special trunk.
Yeah.
Oh! Well, shit. Actually, wait. You said we've been on the road almost a week.
Yes.
We would have gone into the trunk. Because he said to meet him back in, 2 weeks.
Okay. So you would have, opened up the trunk.
And gone down to look. To
Flashback!
I'm so sorry. I didn't
Record
do
scratch.
You don't have to. We don't have to go back. Okay. As you first open the trunk, an incredibly powerful, sort of almost explosion of gas erupts from this thing and billows out into the small surrounding area in the woods. You see squirrels sort of dropping from trees before you yourselves start to get sleepy and sort of almost pass out. And then you wake with no problem. The gas has dissipated, and you realize now that the small emblem that hinted that it was the gas filled, the cloud killed trunk had been ripped off, and you're pretty sure it was Galur that switched them.
Wow.
I'm gonna so kill that guy when we see him again.
He's not going to die quickly.
So the chest then seemed worthless to you. Whether you carried it with you or not is up to you.
If Aerisa saw this, she'd ask about the story behind it. Would you guys tell her a short version of it, or?
I would basically just
sum it up. Yeah.
Galore will die slowly.
That's all you need to know, really.
I'm going to remove the parts that Hakari disabled with fire this time.
Is he still disabled? How long was he disabled?
Oh, that was permanent, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
She rolled a 20. Yeah.
Oh.
They're extraneous, but I'm still removing them with fire.
Awesome. But do you head into the cheery trunk then now? And what did you do with the chest?
I guess I would have quickly examined it. 1, does it seem to have the same dimensional properties? And 2, does it seem like it does this every time? Is there a way to, now that we have it open, is there a way to prevent that, etc.?
No, it doesn't have any extra dimensional stuff. It just seems to completely be a small magical effect that it was a one-time
Okay, so it's
thing.
just a box.
So it becomes just a box then. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't care. So Stormbringer, I would probably have just carry our actual like party trunk.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Cool. Gonna maim him. and then Stormbringer's going to kill him.
All right. You step inside the tavern. The tavern itself is a bit ruckus. There are plenty of these unwashed people here. And it seems like the bath service seems to be kind of the major provision that this place offers. And you're pretty sure that the barmaids are druids.
Oh God in heaven.
They sort of just kind of meld into a wall into the kitchen, a room in which you see no other door. They can kind of move through the bar itself that is there.
Are they elves? Like, do I think they're druids or do I think they're?
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, dryads.
Oh,
not druids.
okay. I was like, whoa, I can do some cool shit.
Well, I was more thinking, what the fuck bar is sustainable only employing druids who can use walk through trees? Like, and they're just constantly casting that shit?
Yep, that's all. Yeah.
What?
I'm just sort of like, oh, good.
Where are the baths? How much are they? And are Aerisa and Burbage already in them?
Yeah, it's 5 silver a piece, and 8 silver for a single bath, or you have access to sort of the back bath house that has sort of communal bathing.
Aerisa, preference?
I'm fine with a communal bath for myself, but you can...
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's do it. Let's add them. It's not Burbage.
I was like, that sounded more like...
That was 5 silver.
Is what? Yeah, 5 silver for the communal. When you get in there, the area seems to be like a sauna. It's so humid. You see 2 fire drakes on either side of this large bath in which there's several people. And you see them just kind of put their heads underwater every once in a while, and then this kind of flame erupts underwater and bubbles to the top, and the water just immediately gets hotter. The room itself is decorated with kind of oddly placed palm trees that you can tell probably are fake, but they are sort of hanging off the walls themselves. And then there's this really intricate tile work on the area surrounding the pool itself that goes with blues and greens and kind of winds around it in a pattern. It's quite beautiful.
Nice. Did you say whether there are other people?
There are, a few other people already in there.
Is there a large snow tiger tabaxi?
There is not. No. And there are some changing rooms on the side, if you'd like. But everyone's naked.
Yeah, Burbage isn't going to hesitate to strip down and dive in.
All right.
Yep.
If we're catching up in this,
Yes.
I would probably just like look at Vimeris and Stormbringer. Like, preference for private versus shared.
I did a shared bath with you guys in that town we were in, and that was kind of cool. I don't really do baths usually.
Yeah, I'm the same. Let's just go with that then. And I'll pay the silver for everyone.
All right.
Okay.
15 silver.
Yep.
Before
Also, I would
they
No, let me go, Burbage, because this is or Adam rather, before, because this is just, I would also, is there a place we can store the chest where like they'll watch it?
Yeah, they have absolutely.
Like
they
luggage
have,
check.
Yes, basically, they have kind of a large area where people are checking things or storing things outside the town that they don't want to bring in. You hear several conversations about that, and there's a very nice dryad woman basically taking everything through a wall again into another area.
So I'd probably have our trunk there.
Yeah. Yeah, she says, well, it's free for the day, but you are willing, if you want to keep it here for an extended period of time, just 5 silver a day.
Ah, very good. Thank you. I suspect we'll be back for it somewhat later after we've finished our baths.
Oh, bless. Okay, yes, great.
But I will also give her a silver piece for her trouble.
Excellent.
I
Burbage and then Aerisa.
was gonna say that we'd probably fit in like a conversation right before they get there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, Aerisa. Oh my God. Can I tell you something? Can I confess something?
What?
I'm not doing well. I'm not doing well.
You mean? I'm sure they have a drink here.
Yeah, no, I know. I ran out of that moonshine that you gave me several days back, and now I'm going through this withdrawal, and the others, they've seen me go through withdrawal before, but I don't want to I don't want to worry them, and I don't want them to judge me, and also we just walked through a bar full of dryads, and I used to be in a weird kind of relationship with a dryad, long story, and I don't know, but also I realized that when I drink, I tend to make bad decisions.
Huh.
Do you know what I mean, Aerisa?
I think I do. Well, have you tried kicking it before? Kicking the habit, I mean? Just
Yeah,
drinking.
yeah, I did, and it just made everything worse. I won't go into detail, but it was really bad. But also, oh man, do you remember back in the Fairavan
Mm-hmm.
when I was just shouting and singing my name for everybody to hear?
Mm-hmm.
Burbage Kempday. Absurd. What was I thinking? I wasn't thinking because I was drinking. When I drink, I don't think. And now I'm sober, and it's just a lot of stress. And so I just wanted to explain to you, that's why I used that made-up name back there, Theodric Dale. So that's who I am for as long as we're in the city, all right? Theodric Dale, all right? Just wanted to explain that.
I'm
Anyway,
sure
this-
this is a magic city. They might have something to help with the symptoms. I've had a couple friends that are heavy drinkers, so I know what the withdrawals are like.
That's a great idea, Risa. We should totally look for that after this bath. This feels really nice, though, isn't it?
It does,
it's pretty good.
does. I like the dragons. It's unique.
Yeah. Hey, do you mind if I just kind of lean my head against your shoulder and fall asleep?
Sure, I'll make sure you don't drown.
Thank you. All right. God damn it, I hate myself.
We've all been there.
I
And so kind
picture
of
that being what you snore.
Pat him on the back.
I hate
Oh,
myself.
yes.
The rest of you then enter, and I assume disrobe as well.
Yep.
Does anyone then have any weird things on their body that that now, without armors and clothing on, you now see about each other?
Aerisa has some battle scars.
Okay.
I was going to say, I think that I'd even alluded to this when we changed after diving into the river, but it's probably even easier because now this is lit instead of just being a campfire. Charity is covered in scars.
What kind of scars? Do they look like battles wounds or like dirty wounds?
They do not look like he has been using a flail on himself.
Things I need to know.
Give me a quick medicine check, or survival, probably either of them would do. If that's okay,
Which
Andy.
is higher?
Please.
Yeah, I'll go with survival. Fuck it. Oh no. That was terrible.
It's hard to tell, but you can tell that there's a few different types of sources of them. You can't really pick out like what they are, but there's definitely wounds that do not look like each other.
And you could probably tell some are older than others or something like that.
Many of them, most of them don't look like they're from within the past like week or anything. They're mostly several years old, at least. And then there does seem to be some that are older than that.
As far as Aerisa goes, she has like a couple burn marks, it looks like, on her forearms. But other than that, it's mostly just scars you get from training with a sword, like on her hands.
Yeah,
and
nicks and cuts.
like stuff like that, yeah. Maybe a particularly nasty one on the side of her stomach.
Vimeris doesn't have any scars.
At all?
None. Not on his body.
Just
on
on
his
his
heart.
mind.
Just on his mind.
His heart.
Heart.
There is a
White Tiger
there's kind of a family. No, there's a family in one corner that's trying to keep their kids in line. They're a family of halflings, and every once in a while they'll sort of look over at Burbage and kind of like, well, you know how it is, kind of look.
Vimeris, come here. Is everyone all in the bath by now?
How deep is the water? Can
Yeah.
I swim?
You can swim over, yeah. It's.
I'm swimming over.
I
Okay,
swore to God you were going to say I changed into a shark.
You're not supposed to spoil it.
Don't give him any ideas. Okay.
All you see is a single fin swimming towards you.
Dun.
It's just a
Dun.
pile of snakes swimming through. And
Wait, is that true? Did you do that?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I am a drow, and the drow is swimming towards Burbage and Aerisa.
Come here. Come over to the other side of Burbage, and does Vimeris come over? And
Yeah, sure.
she'll kind of shift Burbage so that he's now leaning on Vimeris'
Oh,
shoulder.
no, please. What?
I need to stretch. You can hold on to him for a little bit. He'll be happy to see you when he wakes up. It'll be good for him.
Okay, I'll pat Burbage's head and kind of sigh.
Make sure he doesn't drown.
I've probably made my way over. I'm not sure if both of those things can be true simultaneously. He's rarely happy about things that are good for him.
Burbage does sort of like wake up momentarily, but all he does is kind of stare straight over at the halfling family, and yell, "Shut up! Shut up! I'm trying to sleep. I've had it with your shit."
You're trying to sleep in a bath? Is that true? A bath?
I wasn't talking to you.
You were talking to my family.
Nah. And Burbage falls back asleep.
I'm going to look apologetic.
I'm also going to lean over to Aerisa as she's stretching. So, is this the result of drinking or not drinking?
Not drinking yet.
Okay, they look very similar at certain points.
He said something weird about the dryads that we passed on the way in. Yeah.
Yeah, that part he probably didn't make up. Remember I mentioned we had a ship that was being basically run by a dryad, Meepus, who was trying to keep her as sort of a creepy, romantic slave.
Do you mean... Never mind. Well, I'm not gonna...
Stormbringer, there's a half elf that kind of wades up to you and kind of sits next to you. He's male and he's got a small like bag that he's rummaging around in, and then he puts it on the side of the bath, and he has a card in his hand, and he hands it to you. It says, "You and your friends are interesting."
Yeah, we are. Thanks.
Well, listen, this is not quite a city like perhaps you're used to. I feel that I should mention this. You cannot necessarily get away with the kind of shenanigans that perhaps rougher towns are able to. I don't say this to admonish you, of course. I only say this to provide a bit of service. That you may find yourself in a scrape, that you need something. I can provide all kinds of services. I know all the right people. I just wanted you to have my name. And he gives you a card, and his name is Elric. And on the back it says, "You can find me at Maps and More." Ask, and then it says, "Ask for more."
Is this made out of paper? Or wait. Oh no, he didn't hand over a card.
Yeah, he handed over a card.
In the bath.
On it. Well, not under the water.
Where was he holding the card?
He had a bag.
He had
on the bag.
He had a bag next to the bath. Yeah, he had a bag next to the bath, and he put his bag on the side of it.
I don't like this guy. Okay.
Has given her a card.
No.
Something
thanks.
to keep in mind. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
And then he gets out of the bath.
You guys, this guy gave me a card. He
What,
wants
in the
us.
bath?
What? Yes.
That seems like
Is that not normal bath behavior?
That
This
seems
is
like
only my second communal bath.
this seems like a terrible business model.
It does.
Anyway, he says that we shouldn't. No, he says that we look. I think he thinks we look like deviants, and he thinks we're gonna get up to shenanigans.
I'm
And if we need
Odds.
help
I'm
with
just
our
gonna
shenanigans,
I'm just gonna sort of
Or maybe-
slowly side-eye Burbage.
or maybe help with not doing shenanigans. I don't know. Help with something. Then we should go see him at Maps and More.
And this says, "Ask for more."
I'm like, is he maps or is he more?
He's more. We're supposed to ask for more. So he looked really small and skinny and probably not very helpful, but it's good to know, I guess.
Yeah.
There seems to be kind of a rowdy group of dwarves that come in, and they've already been drinking, and they just shed their clothes in the middle of the room, and then just kind of wade in, all to like the very center of the bath, and are starting to kind of sing a dwarven song about mining and drinking.
Yeah.
And
Arisa's gonna
Yeah.
go to the bath now. When she's done with the singing.
and then you kind of see another figure sort of walk in, and then walk right out again. And you didn't really get a good look at them. They just had, you just saw their back. They had like long kind of blonde hair, kind of elven features.
God damn it. Did I see
What?
that?
You saw, yeah, someone kind of like that quickly. Yeah.
Galur's a blonde, isn't he?
Galur was blonde, yes.
What was it, Charity?
Might have just seen Galur.
Let's go get him!
I'm gonna drop Burbage into the water.
Oh, dear.
And I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna start walking towards where.
Just completely naked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna
He's just-
swim to the edge and then get out. But
Yeah. Yeah, you're just wading through the water, swimming to the edge. You hop out. You get a cheer from all the dwarves down there. Arisa's already hopped out. Yeah, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna sort of like try to fish Burbage out as I'm moving out of the bath.
I think that
I'll-
wakes him up, yeah. Burbage, you definitely wake up.
I'm also, as we're going out, I'm going to sort of nod a thank you to the fire drakes.
They bow pretty low to you.
Perfect. We're gonna go find Galore. Come on.
All right, okay. Where's Aerisa? Aerisa, that was amazing. That was the most like sensual and relaxing sleep I've had in so long.
Well,
Something
that's
about
probably
it
because
just
you were
made me.
resting on Vimeris for most of it.
Whoa, 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 what?
I'm going to again make full eye contact with Aerisa and just go, right?
Right? She'll share the look with you.
It's not even really subtext.
I told you I'd be your wing woman, so I tried to help set you up. And she'll kind of pat him on the shoulder and get changed and fall off.
Yeah, that is so embarrassing and so inappropriate. But thank you. All right, let's go get Galore. Vimeris, I'm right behind you.
Also completely naked.
Yep, both of you completely naked, trotting through this.
I'm gonna sort of at them be like, clothes.
I'm going to actually turn into a cat, and I'm going to try and catch up.
All right, you go ahead.
So here's my cat form.
It's so
Cat
tiny.
Vimeris. Oh, beautiful,
I-
beautiful.
I will grab both my clothes and armor and Vimeris's clothes and
Alright.
armor.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'll throw
so
my
Cat Vimeris
clothes.
starts darting through the halls of this place. You get to kind of the main area again, and one of the dryads is sort of shouting at the doorway, "Sir, you paid for a bath!" And the doorway is just kind of swinging shut then at this moment.
Do I make it out the door, or?
You continue. You dart out the door when it sort of swings back open a little bit, and you are now into the kind of dusty streets of this small little area outside the town.
Do
you
I see
don't
this blonde
see
elf?
anyone looking like this description. They were still fully clothed when they walked in, but you don't see anyone that matches. You don't see Galore, especially.
I guess I'll sit. This feels familiar.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
No.
probably make it out the door, see the cat, and sort of like bend down so he can jump up on my shoulder.
Okay.
Charity, as you're running through the sort of main tavern area, you hear one of the dryads say to the other, he didn't want a bath, and he left his trunk here, and I don't know if he's gonna come and get it again or what.
At this, I'm gonna sort of like skid to a stop and sort of turn, quick breath. I also, what's the general temperature here? Like, it's fairly cold, correct?
It's brisk outside.
Okay. But
At the moment, yeah.
I have on sort of my nicer set of clothing, which is also
Yeah.
my warmer set of clothing. So I'm gonna sort of say, excuse me, did you happen to see the elf gentleman that just ran out of here?
Oh yes, we saw him. He paid for a bath and then he didn't use it. It seemed.
Just like, damn it. Did he leave his name?
Not with us, but surely he checked in the town.
Yes, I think that this was our friend. I'm just gonna look like extremely painful. He's very forgetful. We've been arranging to meet him here for a while now. Did he leave any indication of where he might be going?
No, he said something about staying in town for a little bit. But that's all. I'm sorry.
He didn't.
What
He didn't.
can
he
we do
didn't-
for you though? Do you need anything?
Oh no! I
How was the
worry
bath?
about him. It was very
Oh.
nice. He didn't forget anything here, did he?
Oh no, he did. We thought he was going to pick up his trunk, right after he had a bath, and then he just ran out.
Damn it! He's done it again. Can't tell you how many times I've had to get his stuff for him and bring it back to him. Did you see which way he went?
No. He just ran out. No. Please tell him to come back, though. We'd like to change whatever happened. Make any accommodations that we need to.
I suspect it was nothing that you did. He gets this way sometimes. What would be the most comfortable inn in town?
The most comfortable inn? Ooh. That's a good question, and they sort of discuss amongst themselves a little bit. Well, the Dapper Prawn is probably the nicest, though it's also filled with seamen. It is by the docks.
Really, Andy?
I just... Wow.
Really?
The Dryads don't get that innuendo. That's you guys. All right, that's on you guys.
No, it's not! It's on you! You are not the Dryads!
Seaman is on you, Eddie.
Thank you, Adam.
But yes, the Dapper appears to be the nicest, according to them.
Thank you. I'm gonna go, and I assume that I got like a ticket for the bag check, so I'm gonna hand her our ticket.
Oh, excellent! And they kind of disappear through the wall again, and then come back out with your trunk.
Tell me,
Here you go, sir.
an elf had just left his trunk here?
Yes, the one we were talking about. Yes.
Okay. What? We're going to try to find him, and of course, get him to come back and get his things. But what do you do if he's left it for too long?
Oh, we'll sell it.
Okay.
Yeah, we have no qualms about that at all. If it's left for a month, and there's no sign of them coming back, we'll absolutely sell it.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh yes. But yeah, just if he needs you to pick it up, just tell him to give you his ticket.
I will do that. Thank you. Frankly,
Yes.
it might be easier if we sent him back here. He might just forget where he was going on the way.
Indeed.
So at that, I'm gonna sort of get outside then with probably
Alright.
everyone else at this point.
Yeah, is everyone else
Yeah.
clothed and come back out? All right.
Yeah.
You feel refreshed. You feel excellent. Burbage got a quick nap in.
I'm going to relate what's going on. That he's left a trunk here. They will sell it if he doesn't come back within a month. But if we can get the ticket from him, we can get the trunk, which is
Okay.
almost certainly the trunk we want.
Excellent.
And also that we should not murder him in the streets here. Not.
Wait, why?
Because we've been warned multiple times that this is a city where they do not look kindly upon hooliganism.
It's not hooliganism. I just want to kill him.
I highly doubt they would see the difference.
Yes, they will view it as hooliganism
Why?
because they're stuck-up assholes.
The cat will nod.
Oh. Okay.
We just need to find him and quietly incapacitate him.
Can I try out my new axe on him?
That's not quietly.
I can hit things quietly. I don't have to scream.
Don't you?
I mean,
Don't
I think I can.
Hmm. Hmm.
Would you like to enter the city?
And we don't see any. I assume that no one has seen any signs of him. The cat hasn't.
No, yeah,
smelled
you've been
him.
looking around. Yep, the cat definitely has been on the prowl.
Looking for footprints. No, I don't know.
You can give me a survival check if you want to try a track. Yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah, I do.
please. It's very difficult, but you do feel you get a quick sense of elven footprints that dash into the city itself.
Okay, I'm gonna actually dash ahead then, if it's clear.
All right. You are passing by two large, kind of square towers that rise about 30 feet off the ground, made of a very dark stone, like almost charcoaly gray. And then there's an arch that passes this, littered with runes. And as you pass underneath this arch, you sort of slip and fall back into Vimeris.
And my blue drow ass is out for all to see.
Yeah. You
I'll-
is nude.
I'll run up to him and
you-
hand him his clothes and his armor.
And I will just dress. I don't look embarrassed.
Here you go, buddy. Yeah, no need to be embarrassed when you're looking great these days. Are you working out?
I'm going to look in the direction that I think the elf went.
You see a woman fanning herself. Oh my!
And I'm going to continue.
As I pass under the archway, do I feel anything?
No.
So I don't think that
I don't
it's
believe so.
restricting spells.
No, you don't feel it's restricting spells. You feel that you get a sense there is some sort of field here, that sort of compels you to tell the truth, and you would have a hard time sustaining any sort of transmutation magic that would shift forms. You think?
Okay, but like my guidance that's cast on myself isn't changing.
That seems fine. Yeah.
And I feel like
Natural
you're compelled
weapons.
to tell the truth.
Not necessarily as strong as like a zone of truth spell. It's watered down a bit, so you might have to, like, if you wanted to lie, make a roll first.
Okay.
If we
Otherwise,
still
you
had that
will blurt
Cthulhu
out the
mask, would it
truth.
have dispelled?
I don't know.
Okay.
Got it.
I was just curious.
Fucking melted Burbage's face. Also, would they have let him in?
Probably not, now that I'm thinking
He
about
either
it.
would have
You're right.
been like a dwarf mind flayer or some sort of like strange arcane experiment upon a halfling. Actually, in this town, that might go down pretty well.
You enter the town. It immediately feels a bit warmer. There are like actively blooming flowers around you as you step near them, and they're releasing a beautiful scent. There are kind of large orbs of light above you in the sky that are kind of slowly circling around the city itself to give it light. Which you feel like you would have seen from a distance, these kind of large orbs above the city, but you didn't. So this place definitely has a real incredible sense of magic to you.
Do I still have this track, actually?
You don't. You lose it pretty quickly in the city then.
Okay. I can't, like, roll.
It's based off your other one. Yeah, you got it
Okay,
for a
that's
little
fair.
bit.
So I'm gonna clearly there are some anti-magical effects here. I think it's just around things that are deceit oriented, hiding forms, etc. Also,
It's not gonna hurt my axe, right?
No, it shouldn't. It's not affecting my magic.
Good.
Okay.
And the other thing is that it seems that there's a slight. I'm gonna look at Burbage. Just effect whereby you feel more compelled to tell the truth.
Burbage has a just a big innocent grin on his face. Like, what are you looking at me for?
Let's talk about your feelings.
No, I don't want to talk about
this.
my
At
feelings.
this, Charity is going to point to Aerisa and goes, exactly.
This is absurd. You're all being absurd. This is ridiculous. You're all being ridiculous. Aerisa, let's go shopping.
Oh. So kind of just shrug and follow him if he's leading the way.
Please, yeah.
I'm
Don't
just
follow
going to,
where you'd like.
I'm just going to lean as she passes by me. I'm going to lean in. Ask about Vimeris. Ask about Vimeris. Ask about Vimeris.
I already did.
Inside the city.
What's
It might help him.
What's with
I
those
think he's
two?
lying to himself.
I think you're definitely onto something there.
So at this Charity's just going to sort of stop and go, well, they're gone again. And pulls out the pamphlet and looks at it. Does anyone have anywhere they'd like to go?
I want to fight someone.
Where do you think Galore went?
Oh yeah, I want to fight Galore.
Do you think he's a noble?
Oh, no, I think he's a more...
I
Oh,
don't-
well, there's overlap.
I could go fight the nobles. Are there nobles?
No. That's
I say we go knock on some of the nobles' doors.
That's a bad idea.
And see
That's
if
a
they
bad
want to
idea.
fight?
No.
No. See if they know Galore.
And if they want to fight?
No.
Maybe
Oh,
arm
no.
wrestle.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You guys think Burbage is bad? This is ridiculous.
Right?
Fuck, I'm drowning. Like, okay. Perhaps we could check out the brawlery, which
I don't like the idea of gambling being related to my fighting. It waters down the true experience.
I'm pretty sure you'll still be beating the ever-loving hell out of people.
I don't.
And
Well,
we'd be
yeah.
making coin. And we might find Galore.
Do you think he's there?
There's also an inn
No,
near
I
there that
don't.
they said was one of the most comfortable, and that's also in the area of the docks, and I want to see if it might be possible to acquire passage to Wistamere from here.
Yeah, I don't have very much money. Maybe we could stay in a less comfortable.
Yeah, I wasn't suggesting we were going to stay there. We might just inquire to see if Galore is.
Oh, okay, because he's all weak and squishy and likes nice things.
Yes.
I mean, it's better than the other plan.
What's the other plan?
Go knock on noble doors.
I like that
That's a
plan.
much better plan than that.
Pretty soon, there's a rowdy group of dwarves kind of behind you that are like clapping each other on the shoulder and holding their drinks high and
Is this the same group
sipping
from
on
the
them
back?
as they enter the main gates of this area.
Wait, you guys look up here. There's a place called Strongest Axes. I want to go there first.
Oh, that's why we're here, lass. We're all gonna go to the strongest axes.
Do you guys have like axes?
Sister, we make axes.
Do you make magic axes?
We can make any kind of axe you want.
Will you make me a magic axe?
I can make
if I
you
arm wrestle
4.
you and win.
No, that's a tempting offer, actually. Give me a persuasion roll.
Yeah.
That's a tempting offer, but I think there's other things we'd like to wrestle with you.
I don't know what that means.
Sexual.
Why did you just say sexual?
She's not getting it, lads. Let's maybe move on to the next ones. And they kind of push past you. Aye.
So, wait, were they gonna make me an axe or not, you guys? That
We're
got
not
weird.
making you an axe.
Oh.
I know. We can.
That's
see.
okay. I have this nice one we got from the fire.
We can still look in at strongest axes. Also, maybe we should find Burbage and Aerisa first, though.
Right. Well, Aerisa seems pretty capable to probably keep him out of trouble, but yeah.
That is true.
And hey, does this bow place have any walloping bolts?
Actually, it does have something very, very similar, you think, yeah. Because you've used them so much, you recognize them immediately as your walloping bolts. And they have about 40 of them for sale.
Storekeep.
Hey.
Hello. How are you?
Hello? I'm fine. How are you?
I'm great. Just doing great.
You got your eye on one of our bows, eh? I'm
Yeah,
bows.
well, I've got... Okay.
10 out of 10.
Is there
10 out of 10.
is there another? Is it just you?
Oh, it's me for now. My brother works at night.
No, of course. All right.
His
Well,
name is Bows as well.
Yeah, I think I get it. That's pretty good.
We're bows and bows, bows and bows.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Welcome. Welcome, welcome.
Had my eye on these magical bolts over here.
Oh, yes. Magical bolts for the crossbow.
Can you tell me?
Quite.
Can you tell me what
You
they
would.
do?
Oh, these are quite magical. They are able to hit something and then go poosh, and then they go pwah, and then the other one goes. It's quite amazing.
That sounds so cool. How much?
Right?
Farting one.
Oh, 1 gold piece apiece.
What did you say, Aerisa?
I said you should buy the farting one.
Yeah, I mean, now that she says that, I think I do need some clarification on what these. What do they do?
Oh, when you shoot them and they hit someone, they go poof, and then that person goes whoop, and then you fall down, and then they go boosh.
Yeah, all right. I think I get it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll take all 40 of them for 40 gold.
Whoa. I love it. Big spender, big spender.
Perhaps you should get a
and-
discount for buying all of them at once.
Yeah, how about
No, not at all.
I'll give you
40 gold for 40 bolts. Do you want anything, miss?
Well, does anything kind of catch my eyes? When it's a bow, is that like a two-handed staff, or
Yes.
will that work with my polearm mastery?
It would. Yeah.
Is it like a spear with versatility where I can do it one-handed, or?
It would be.
So,
There is one that specifically is able to be kind of long enough to do that. And it's made out of iron bark, which is a very, very, it's like almost a white ashen kind of wood. But it's incredibly strong.
It doesn't look magical, right?
It doesn't look magical necessarily, no. You could make an Arcana check to try to glean some magic off of it.
I think I will, yeah.
You maybe get the sense it's magical. There are some interesting carvings in it, that might have helped that, but it's difficult to.
And she'll probably ask the shopkeep, what about that one?
Oh, one of our bows, huh?
Yeah, one of your bows.
Yes, well, it's quite a good one. That one is 200 gold pieces. It's a fine one, though. Very, very fine.
Anything special about it?
Oh, quite. When you hit someone with it, it goes smack, and then pa, and then yeah!
Can I do a check to see if I know what he means by that?
Sure, give me an insight check. I guess.
Yay.
Wisdom saving throw. That's a good insight check.
All right. You get the sense that it hurts people really, really bad when you hit them with it. From that.
Do I think it would be better than my current magical weapon?
No, probably not.
Yeah, I'll just pass on it then.
One more thing, Bose.
Yes. That's right. You
Where-
come to Bows and Bows, Bows and Bows.
Mhm. Yep, just a quick question. No need for further punnery.
Please.
Where in the city might I be able to sell
Ooh.
some nicks and knacks?
Well, it depends. What kind of nicks and knacks would you like to sell?
Well, I've got. What do I want to sell? I've got a giant spider fang with no venom.
Oh.
I've got a shark tooth. It's a long story. And I've got this mask that I got from a Fireblight cult.
Oh my. Well, I do have a friend. His business hasn't been doing well, so perhaps he would be inclined to buy some things of yours.
Yeah, where's your friend?
Just across the street, actually. He's at a place called Buy Elsewhere.
Buy elsewhere?
Yes.
Spell buy for me.
B-U-Y.
Yeah, that's right. You got it. All right, thank you.
Oh, is there anywhere in the city where you might, like a job board of kinds?
Yes. Well, the law house has all kinds of bounties available, and there's in several of the market districts there's a few odd jobs to have here and there, and they're usually posted somewhere pretty prominent.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Yes.
I feel like about this time, Charity is going to walk in.
Welcome to Bows, 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 and Bows.
So I'm just kind of picturing I'm looking at a wall of staves, a wall of bows.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at him. I'm gonna go, have you considered adding hair accessories?
He writes something down on a piece of paper.
There you go. There you go. Find anything interesting, Burbage?
Yeah, I got these magical bolts to replace those other magical bolts that I ran out of.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Since you've been so helpful and I provided you with that additional word to add to your shop title name that isn't actually another word, what do you know of any place that might carry accessories for the more magically inclined?
Oh, you would want several things in Market District 4. Has more magically inclined wares.
Thank you. Also, just two other questions. One,
Oh, yeah.
in the more mundane realm, not like your fine wares or the items that we were discussing, do you know any place that would sell carts, wagons, the like?
Yes, of course. The Fenric's Travel and Tours has a warehouse very nearby that has all kinds of things like that in it.
Excellent.
There's also Royal Caravan Travel, which is just outside the northwestern gate.
And do you know, are there purchasable berths on ships going north along the river, particularly to Wistamere?
I hate being by the gate. Anyway, no, you'll have to ask someone else. I'm afraid I don't dabble in travel too much.
Oh, thank you. I look forward to coming back when it's bows and bows, 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 and bows.
It'll be that tomorrow.
I've gone to buy elsewhere.
I'm
I'm
probably gonna
following Burbage.
trail after everyone.
All right, you walk into kind of a dusty, a dusty shop with kind of trinkets strewn all over. There's a dragonborn asleep on the main counter of this area.
Is Vimeris in here?
Yeah.
And also, I just like walk in the door.
Yeah.
Does the
When I
sign
walk in, I
outside
just-
say "buy elsewhere"?
Yes.
Okay.
I just give a nod, a very serious nod to Vimeris. Hello, Vimeris, how are you today?
This shop is odd.
Yes, it is an odd shop.
Why would he name it Buy Elsewhere? Why would someone do that? It just drew me in here. I had to find out what he's selling.
I'm gonna sort of look at the sign, look at him, like, hello?
Yes, yes.
By any chance, is your name Elsewhere?
That's correct, yes.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, I don't get a lot of customers in here. What's your name?
I am Charity.
I'm Charity, yes. Would you like to, buy elsewhere?
So, I'm going to have some notes on the shop name in a moment, but what types of goods do you, provide for me to buy elsewhere?
Oh, well, I've been collecting all kinds of things. Why don't you peruse around, see if you see anything you like?
Ah, thank you, of course. And so I guess I will look around the shop.
Sure, yeah.
I am too.
Yeah. What kind of stuff you got?
Right. He's got all kinds of very weird trinkets. One of them is what looks to be a sheriff's badge that's been dented a few times. A small clay pot filled with putty. Looks like a leather shoe made for a dog.
Just one.
What's that?
Just one?
Yeah, just one. Yep. There's an ornate pewter tankard that doesn't have any bottom on it.
I feel like somewhere in this store there is the sign of the, like, world's shortest story for sale baby clothes never used.
There's a very fine hat with a kind of scribbled sign on it that says, "I never get wet."
Is that a sign for the hat, or is the sign literally part of the hat?
Are you asking elsewhere?
No, I'm asking.
Okay.
I'm asking you because I'm using my eyes.
It looks like it's just kind of pinned on the hat.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm also probably just going to be blanket, like, arcana investigating things as I'm looking through.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, a lot of these things appear somewhat magical.
So 15.
Yeah.
Oh, also I forgot. Sorry, I didn't do it last time. My standard PSA. Guidance. This is a really good cantrip for anyone watching who is new to D&D, thinking about starting up D&D. If you have access to this cantrip, take this cantrip. Your party will thank you.
It's really good. Yeah, so many of these things are magical, but a very, very slight kind of magic as you close your eyes and just kind of reach out to the magical energies around you. Nothing really pops like it's incredibly magical, but most of these things feel like they have a tiny, like, sliver of magic somewhere.
Okay, so if I move down from just sort of magnitude as I'm sort of feeling my way through this place, do I feel any magical effects that I think anyone in the family or Aerisa would have a particular affinity with?
No. You don't. The magic is so light and so kind of muddled. Nothing stands out at all, really. You just have to look at each individual thing. I mean, there's a wooden plank with a small carving on it that says, "I won't burn." There's a locket with a strange rune carved inside of it. A sack filled with what looks to be kind of large dragon claws. There's several books just kind of laying around. One of them is a very detailed guide to the anatomy of a rock. R-O-C-K, not R-O-C.
Okay.
Okay.
For D&D, that's...
I was like, well, that's either incredibly humorous or exactly the type of shit that Vimeris wants.
But no.
There's a large anchor in the corner that seems to be wet somehow.
Oh God.
So, elsewhere, tell me,
Yes. What can I do for you?
is that a bag of dragon claws I see over there?
Of course it is. Yes.
So you
Yes,
like
there was
claws and
a
things?
Bavarian man who gave that to me. He was a fine
Ah.
man, fine man. That was.
Very interesting. So,
Yes.
I've got a few knickknacks that I'd be willing to sell to you that I think would really improve your inventory.
Oh, yes. Like what? Show me.
Well, I've got this giant spider fang.
Oh, Spider Fang.
Yeah, how much
Interesting.
would you give me for it?
It stabbed
He,
several people after it was dead.
Whoa, how many?
3,
How many
I
people?
think.
Okay, and he writes down a small little note and kind of puts it on it. It says, "I stabbed 3 people."
Okay, yes.
I like
Yeah.
my guy.
He gives it a big whiff.
Oh, yes, I can tell. 3 people, yes. What else do you have?
Well, I've got this mask that I got from a weird cult.
Ooh, interesting. What kind of cult is it?
A Fireblight cult.
Oh,
Is that accurate? Family.
He actually looks really kind of disturbed by this.
I'm sorry. Anyway, what else? What else do you have?
Oh, no interest in the cult mask. All right.
No.
I've also got this. I'm gonna try to just discreetly put it on the counter, and it's just a shark tooth.
Oh, interesting. Where did it come from?
Oh,
Did you
it's-
know the shark?
Yeah.
What was his name? I've found that most of them are just named Sharky.
This shark was named Vimeris.
Ooh. All right.
And he writes down a little piece of paper. And he puts it on it. And it says, "I am Vimeris' tooth."
Yes!
I'm licking my teeth right now.
So, how much would you give me for those?
Well, here's the thing, all of you. I don't have any money to buy any of these fine things. I would love to buy them, I just don't have any money. So if you were to buy something first, then I would have money to pay you. Do you understand this? Do all of you understand this? Even you in the back.
Do you have any stabs?
I do have a staff. That one over there hit a full-sized turtle once. There's a
I'll
staff
go
over
over
here. There's a staff over here that was made of clay, but it broke.
That's sad, actually.
What's wrong with this amulet? Strange rune.
All right. How about this elsewhere? I will
Yeah.
trade you
Yes.
these items for the locket and the plank that won't burn.
Well, you have to buy them, and then I will pay you. That's how the system works.
I'll give you 5 gold and
Holy
these
shit.
items.
5
for
gold.
that.
I mean, perfect.
Yeah.
Yes, that's how much they cost. Yes.
Charity just has his head in his hands at the back. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't really care. I just...
Okay, 5 gold for those. Yes.
So I have the locket and the plank that won't burn.
Oh, well, yes. That's what it says, doesn't it?
Is it not? Is that not true?
No, absolutely true. If it says
Should we
I
try
did,
burning it?
if any of my projects say that they've done something, they have done them.
I think maybe we should try burning it to make sure.
Yeah, Charity, try burning this piece of wood.
Yeah. Try
Please
burning
don't burn
the wood.
things in my shop.
But it
If
won't
it
We can take
doesn't
it
burn-
outside.
Just make sure you're very, very careful.
Do I see like a clear space with like stone floor?
No, not really.
I'm
No.
not setting it. Burbage is not going to set it down. He's holding it out, and he
Okay.
wants you to set it on fire.
Oh God.
I could do a Druidcraft, can I?
Can you create a small flame? I think so, yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you make a small, tiny little.
Basically, you
Fire.
try to treat it like a torch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll like poke it with my index finger and
Your index finger or the finger you have?
my. I got rid of
Gotcha.
that. That would be so
Oh,
fucking
did-
smelly by now.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Holy crap, dude.
So you poke it. It does not light.
I gasp.
Yeah, see, there you go. If it says it does something, then it does it.
I'm gonna try and light a small campfire now on it.
On it?
With my whole hand. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do a small campfire instead of just a torch.
It does not light. Yeah. Even with slightly more power to it.
There's like no fizzle. There's no. This is bullshit.
There's no
What can I
there's
do?
no fizzle.
Call
There's
lightning on it.
Guys, I don't know about you, but I think this wooden plank that doesn't burn serves as a nice symbol of our quest to conquer the fire blight. And I think that if we have it, it might bring us good fortune.
Fair enough.
So I'm going to carry it around.
I'm gonna at seeing that the thing actually doesn't do what it says it doesn't do.
Okay.
I want to check if there's a description on the anchor.
It says I was only lifted by one person.
I'm gonna see if I can like pick it up.
It's incredibly heavy.
Like,
No.
So, if you don't have any gold, did you pay people
No,
for
no, I
these
have
items?
gold. I have gold now.
I meant
have-
before. I meant before when you got all these
Yeah.
items.
Oh. Well, sometimes I had gold, sometimes I had copper, sometimes I even had silver.
But you bought all of these goods.
Some of them I found, yes.
Found.
Some of them
What-
were given.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Some of them were. I used to be an adventurer of sorts. I was quite witty with a spell here and there.
So this is just your adventuring garbage.
I wouldn't say garbage, young man. But
I'm
I'm
gonna
just-
look around with widened eyes.
I'm
You
gonna
see,
look around
like a small.
yeah.
You see a small bird carved out of lapis lazuli. You see a perfectly flat wheel made of terracotta. You see 3 rusty forks with a sign on them that said, "Only one of me has been used."
I'm just gonna look around. Oh God, it's our future.
There's a petrified goat skull with a small little writing on it that says, "I wasn't that helpful."
Oh.
Oh.
Wow.
I'm gonna sort of
Savage.
savage. I'm gonna just sort of raise my hand. Did you find this anchor on your travels?
oh, that one was given to me. Yes.
Oh, by who?
Well, there was a lovely shipwright who knew a very old story about a man who could, well, an orc.
And he says it actually quite hushed.
An orc that could have lifted that.
So
It was
he wasn't the man
quite
in
amazing.
question.
No. I'm afraid that orc must have died long, long ago. It is
So-
quite an old piece.
So how did the anchor get here?
It was dragged here by 5 horses.
They came in the front door
Yes.
and pulled it back to that corner.
Well, yes.
If I can lift it, will you give it to me for free?
I'm afraid no. I'm not allowed to give anything for free.
wow.
Will you give it to me in exchange for me lifting it?
The missus would not allow such things, but I could sell it to you.
And the price would be me lifting it.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna-
So I'm
give me
gonna.
I'm
Give me
gonna
a
tap
strength check.
guidance on you
Yeah,
just in
but-
case it's relevant.
Okay.
Funny.
Oh, I watched the 18 face stay up for so long.
You definitely kind of like can tip it back and forth, but you can't get this thing off the ground. No.
Man, I want to meet that orc who could lift this.
And
there's-
what's the story behind this locket again?
I bought that off of a wig mole. He was very happy to be rid of it, if I remember correctly.
A mole wearing a wig?
No. He was from the country of wig moles.
Oh. That makes more sense.
Why was he happy to be rid of it?
Well, his I don't know. He didn't quite say. It's pretty though, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess. I'll give it back to you.
Cracks.
3 gold.
Oh no! I'm afraid you haven't bought it yet. It's still mine.
I did buy it. I gave you 5 gold.
Oh, 5 gold for all of. Okay, yes, of course.
And yeah, but I want to give you the locket back for 3 gold.
Okay. Here is 3 gold pieces for it.
Deal. Thank you.
Somehow we both got screwed on that transaction.
Yeah.
I feel like Charity is just.
Buy elsewhere.
Yeah. I was gonna give him a hint about the sign, but now I don't know if it'll actually make much of a
I don't think he
difference.
needs it.
This feels
Arisa,
like the
you
universe
see a-
returned to its right state.
You see a small bar of scented soap that seems to continually be bubbling. Burbage, you see actually what looks to be 2 large ladles that have been pounded and sharpened into incredibly sharp, like almost weapons.
I don't. Burbage just wants to leave.
Yeah.
On your way out, you see the head of a tiny mummy. There's
Okay.
a ripped banner of a noble house. You see
Yes.
a glass bottle that shines like gold, but totally
All right.
isn't.
You've got a whole
s-
list here, and you want to get through all of it. We get it.
No, I'm good. It's fine.
That might have.
You know, now that I'm out of there, I have the urge to shop somewhere else.
Purchase at a different location.
Yeah.
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 Language.
You back into the main area of the streets, yeah. You're passing Malmond's law house, which seems to be the main area for the guards.
Sorry, before we do, did Stormbringer want to look in strongest axes or?
No, I don't have very much money.
You see the dwarves. You hear the dwarves inside strongest axes, and they're just like. "Rah, rah, rah, rah,
Oh wait,
rah,"
they said they might make me an axe though. Maybe I should go in there if they're there.
They were saying that they would make it if you did sexual favors for them.
Oh, I don't do that with
Yeah,
men and dwarves.
yeah, I know. That was the entire context of that conversation. That you didn't
Oh.
quite get. It's okay.
Burbage likes guys, right?
Yeah, but I don't think any of those dwarves are my type.
Oh.
And they
Roll a
describe all the
wisdom.
dwarves.
Real quick, roll a wisdom saving throw.
Wait, who?
Who?
You Burbage.
Burbage is gonna get. Oh, no.
You feel a real desire to explain absolutely everything you thought about their physical appearance and you have to blurt it out right now.
Yes! This city!
Look, the fact is, guys, 4 out of 5 of those dwarves were simply not my type because they were too old. The 5th one was definitely my type, and I would do lots of things with him if he expressed any interest in me whatsoever. But I don't think he did. He was looking at Stormbringer with these eyes, these really sexy eyes of his. I'm a big for eyes. It's very strange.
And now you're a little shocked at what you just said. That was
And you're
a
going to
lot
see
more than
Charity
you
go,
normally say.
huh, so that's how that works.
Burbage, will you go get an axe for me?
Take one for the team.
If you give me money,
No.
I'll go buy you an axe.
No,
getting
it's not for
uncomfortable.
money. I don't have very much money.
Guys, did you see that 5th dwarf? He was so hot.
So why do you need
I'm
money
not
to do
into...
this? Stormbringer
Yeah.
needs a new axe.
Well, I got a new axe, but I could always use a new axe.
A new axe.
Yeah.
Another new axe. It's not a new axe anymore. That's just your axe.
Well, I haven't gotten to
Nice.
really use it, but yeah.
Can we just keep walking? That dwarf wasn't as attractive as Vimer.
What were you saying?
It doesn't matter, Vimeris.
Oh. Okay.
What if
What if?
is Charity like leaving kind of in the middle, going forward?
Yeah.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the
If you're
front of the
walking
group.
through the city, Charity, you pass by a man on the right, sort of shouting at you, "Come try brother's brew," and then a woman shouting at you, "No, try sister's stew." You also pass a place called Holly's Sweet, which is a little weird because it's singular.
Like, I know that Andy wants us to go into these places.
You can do whatever you want.
Did you want to get a bite to eat, guys, or?
Perhaps.
And she'll kind of point at the place whose name is Stew. Stew.
Perhaps after we've looked at a couple of other shops, there were a couple that Bose suggested might be interesting for me.
Really quick, I'm gonna look around for galore.
Please, yeah, give me a perception check. Unless you want to like ask around about him or something.
No, I'll just look.
Yeah, you're looking around real hard, and this city is filled with all kinds of different people. There's lizard people, there's cat people, there's bird people of all kinds. This is a very diverse area, but you do not see galore.
How tall are the buildings?
Actually about 2 to 3 stories each.
Okay.
And do I feel like I'm getting any like strange looks because I'm a tiefling?
No, not at all. Yeah.
If
Stormbringer's gotten a couple like side looks, but everyone seems to just smile at her in the end.
Yeah.
chance, I might try to have like a hushed word with Charity.
Certainly,
While
you
kind
can
of walking down
pull
the
him
street.
aside. Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Do you want this to be a secret conversation where
No.
others jump off?
No,
Okay.
it's not that big a deal.
All right.
but just sort of we're walking in front and sort of talking quietly.
Yeah.
Okay.
What? When Burbage asked me on a date, it made me think, what if we set him and Vimeris up one? It wouldn't be hard to you and Stormbringer and I to split off. Maybe have them have dinner together at least?
Charity's face is almost displaying two different expressions at once. One of which is this delighted amusement, the other of which is recoiling horror that looks sort of like it's haunted by past trauma.
Bad idea, maybe?
That is the best and worst idea I've ever heard. It sounds amazing, and it might be nice for them. It would also probably involve at least one attempt to change shape into something, forgetting that he couldn't, and then like jumping in a lake thinking, going to be a shark now, but not a shark now. or Burbage trying to steal something, or it would get bad.
I'm not saying we'd leave him entirely alone.
Maybe
But
when we get a meal, we can try to arrange it so that we're not at the same table.
yeah,
Hey guys, what you guys whispering about?
we were thinking about where we should eat next. Do you have any ideas, Ramiris?
These, I'm gonna pull out a berry and I'm gonna munch on it.
Charity, running up the street toward you, is a skeleton with a sword out.
Punch it.
And he's going.
So instantly there are halos of flame around me.
The skeleton then crumbles. His bones fall completely apart. And you see a young man sort of running behind him. Oh, sorry about that. I'll get him back. I apologize. And he starts picking up the bones one at a time.
The flames dissipate. Was it coming from
It does, yeah.
from
Down there,
Bonafide?
probably.
I'm like, no problem. Why was there a skeleton on the loose?
Oh, he does that. Have a good night.
Burbage is stressed out and walks into Brothers Brew to see if they have any alcohol.
I'm continuing on towards Market District 4.
I'm with you.
Feel free. Please split the party.
Arisa's kind of would have been keeping an eye on Burbage since she was conspiring a date for him.
Yeah.
So she would have seen him go into the brewery and kind of, she'd probably shout just at Charity, just his name, as she kind of jogged after Burbage.
Bother.
Bother.
Oh, bother. I guess we're going to the brew.
Burbage, you step in. You are hit with the intense smell of hops and wheat. This is definitely some sort of microbrewery. By that I mean dwarven brewery. Bump.
Wow.
I did a Burbage.
Terrible.
I'm happy.
Hello? Yes, I would like to purchase your finest. Oh, whatever will make me drunk.
Sir, we can get you shit-faced.
Oh, that
Burbage. Do you
sounds
really
so
think
good right now. What, Aerisa? What?
You were just telling me how drinking makes you feel, don't you remember?
It probably makes him feel great.
Yeah, he's right. It makes me feel great.
Well, if you have to blurt out everything you say, what if you blurt out something to someone particular you're traveling with?
I have nothing to say to Stormbringer, all right? She barely understands
Talking about
anything I say
Daenerys.
anyway.
And I already
What?
know
What?
he
What
only
me?
has contempt for me.
Did I hear Charity say that?
Yes.
Charity, I don't feel contempt for you. I just feel a vague sense of boredom toward you. That's all.
Listen, this feels like a private conversation. Maybe you should take it outside or stay in by a drink.
Yes.
What do you say?
I would like to
good.
buy a drink. What do you have?
We have Brothers Brew.
Is that all you have?
That's it, yes, that's all. Brother, listen, that's all you need.
So it's sort of a single label kind of operation.
We're trying to grow.
I'll take it. How much for a pint?
2 gold pieces.
All right, I'll buy rounds for everybody.
Aye! Everyone in Brothers Brew? Because there's about 10 other people.
No, just for my friends
Okay.
here, so that 5 pints.
Whoa.
Oh, okay. Oh, great. Are you celebrating anything specific tonight?
Nope, just travelers.
Living another day.
Being alive and being family. Right, guys?
Also, you keep saying tonight. Shouldn't it still be like daytime?
It is, yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
Great. Yeah, here's your brews. Each of you get one. And he gives you 5 pints.
Burbage is gonna drink his immediately.
I'm going to drink mine slow.
Arisa's gonna
Chug.
sniff hers.
I was gonna say,
Chug, chug, chug.
I feel like I go like,
Yeah, it's quite strong and very, very hoppy. But there's also some notes of licorice. Oddly enough.
okay,
If anybody doesn't want theirs, I'll drink it.
I'll drink mine. You can't have it.
you've also just like literally described for real life a beer that Galway would not touch with a 10-foot pole. You're describing a licorice IPA, and I'm like, oh god, no. Charity will probably sip his very slowly, very small sips.
Arisa will probably sip hers too. Does it taste good?
Not especially,
Eh.
but it packs a wallop.
I'm gonna sort of talk to the guy at or the barkeep. Like, are you in any way related to the people who are over at Sister's Stew?
Aye, them's our sisters.
Why is everyone in this town so literal with their shop names?
There's something about it in the air that makes us be quite literal with our speech.
I've noticed that.
That
I don't like it.
feels.
What's
I don't like it. I'm like, that does speak well for strongest axes.
Aye. You ever been to Armors? The guy just says Armors.
I feel like he would at least maybe be able to stretch into saying acceptable armors.
Well, have you seen his Armors?
Oh dear.
I'm hungry.
Aye, lad, we can give you all kinds of food here. Just stay here and eat. Don't go anywhere else.
We don't
I have
want
some
to
crack-
eat here. We want to go somewhere else. What do you recommend?
Okay. Anywhere within about a 10-minute walk. With the bakery, section of town has got a lot of good stuff in it. I think Holly's already sold her sweet for the day, but there's other things there.
I meant to ask about that singular, yes. She makes one sweet a day?
Oh, aye, she makes one sweet, and it's glorious.
Like you make one alcohol?
No,
I'd say
she only
bourbon
makes
is my drink.
one. We make lots of alcohol, but just one kind. She just makes one thing.
You all...
A day?
I had it once 3 years ago. It was beautiful.
There
It was
is a queue?
A lemon tart. I don't even like lemon, but it was quite good.
Huh.
I'm tired.
Jesus Christ.
Excellent. Okay, yes. Well, you should probably stay at an inn.
Do you have any recommendations on that front?
Dapper prawn. Dapper prawn.
Aye.
Dapper prawn.
The Dapper Prawn is pretty
Prawn.
nice. That's a pretty good place to rest. The residential district has a couple of places. There's an inn, or there's a tavern there called the Gilded Member. That has a couple rooms in it.
But
Or
We're
if you
all
want to
just
stay
sleeping
outside of
while
We
town.
left.
Yeah, apparently.
I'm just gonna be
Somebody
like,
all
could
left.
someone,
What?
He's
could someone
shouting
catch
after you.
him?
Arisa's actually probably gonna hang back a little bit in the brewery if everyone's starting to just kind of leave.
Okay.
I'm kind of running after freaking Burbage.
Where do you think he's going?
The Dapper Prawn.
Oh, right. He was chanting something about a dapper prong.
Why doesn't everyone but Aerisa take 5 minutes? Get off the voice, and we'll be right back.
Okay.
Bye.
And then Aerisa will have a quick convo here.
Okay.
All right, is everyone off?
Looks like it.
All right, Aerisa. why are you staying behind?
She would actually probably start heading across the street to Malmond's law house, where she heard
Okay.
about the job board, because she thinks that's
Yeah.
where her friends are most likely going to be.
Excellent. You are able to make some. You have some contacts that you already know of that have work in this area, and basically names you can drop that can get you through the doors if you want.
Yeah, anybody I know, like, actually know face to face, or just people I've heard of mostly?
Just people you've heard of here.
Okay, but yeah, she's definitely gonna go ahead and do that and see if she can.
Okay.
She'd probably go up to the person that she's most familiar with, and the person that she's most likely to think is kind of willing to do her a favor, or a favor for money.
Yeah. There's kind of a sleazy area of this law house that is basically set aside for bounty hunters specifically. And in there's a man already throwing darts and drinking, and it's again midday. And you know of this person already who's kind of quite a well-known bounty hunter named Raimi.
You said a Raimi?
Raimi, yeah. Raimy.
Okay.
And he turns to you and kind of looks you up and down. You're a bounty hunter, huh?
Hey, and you are too, right?
Of course. Yeah. What you need?
Looking for someone to. Well, I just need them stalled, specifically. Do you have
need someone
couple
stalled,
friends?
huh?
maybe arrest them?
I got some pull around here. Who is it you need stalled?
It's a group calling themselves the Family.
Interesting. I've been hearing some rumors of a group called the Red Family. Seems like wherever these guys go, there's quite a lot of blood.
I'm not sure it's the same group, but
Huh, okay.
I think that on that suspicion, it
Yeah.
might be a good idea to have them put us someplace safe, if you know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean. Certainly, I got some pull around here. Have they actually done anything bad? That makes it a little easier. Anything at all that you can think of? Yeah.
That I've seen myself? Nothing really of note, but there is somebody here that they've been plainly saying they want to kill him. So,
Interesting.
haven't done anything, and I don't really wish them any real ill. I don't want them injured or killed, especially.
Huh. Well, that's
But-
kind of delicate, isn't it? You just want them held.
Yes. Think of it as a challenge.
Maybe.
You know, for
a
people
ring.
like you and I, normal bounties just get a little easy after a while.
This is absolutely true. You're saying they're going to be hard to catch, huh?
Absolutely.
Huh.
But that makes it all the
like
more fun.
Sister, you're speaking my language. I'd need just maybe a bit of coin to get started, but let's say if they're as difficult as you say, the challenge itself should pay for a lot of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you got any coin on you? Maybe 50 to get started?
Do I think that's like an acceptable price or like the usual rate kind of thing?
For what you're asking, like the capture of 4 or
killing
5
them.
adventurers, yeah, that's pretty good.
All right. And she'll count out 50 coins and go ahead and hand them over. And she'll probably describe what they look like physically and give their names.
Excellent.
With Thadric Dale for instead of saying Burbage Kemp.
Okay,
with
perfect.
Drow.
That's a very good decision. That could have gone very differently. Excellent. And while you're doing this, give me one wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, my wisdom shit.
All right. Yeah, actually, you almost get compelled to tell a lot more of why you want this to happen, but you're able to sort of, put that sort of extreme truth telling aside for the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But he kind of nods at you and says, "Can you keep him here until tomorrow?"
Okay.
Yeah, you think you can keep him in town?
I think that's easy enough.
All
For
right.
tonight.
Yeah, maybe by evening tomorrow.
Evening
What do you say?
tomorrow. What time is it right now in the day?
It's about midday right now.
So we'd have to stay the night and then basically all tomorrow.
Yeah. Unless you want to try to negotiate something different.
They are in quite a rush. I'm not sure I can buy you that much time.
Quite a rush to leave, huh? Where are they going? Would they leave through the gate or the docks?
Most likely the docks. I think I heard Charity. Did you say that out loud, or is that just thoughts, actually?
Yeah. No, I think he said that out loud.
He mentioned something about the dock, and I know they spoke of Wistamere, so like in that direction. But it would probably be easier for you.
Yeah, it's a weird town to go to. There's not much there, but anyway. Well, if it's the docks, I could swing this by midday at the latest.
All right.
I could have people in place.
That sounds like fun then, huh?
Yeah, we'll just need a little time to construct, let's say, some faults. And then we can grab them tomorrow.
Can I do an insight roll to see if I feel like he's being upfront, I guess?
Sure.
Okay.
He is not incredibly trustworthy, but you need someone who's not incredibly trustworthy right now.
That's
But you feel that he can get the job done, certainly. Yeah, if anyone in this town can do this, probably he and his people are the guys.
And just as an extra incentive to kind of keep this on the down low, and she'll probably kind of try to subtly pass him 10 more gold.
Do they have any particular vices? Anything that might get him into trouble?
Alcohol.
No. Oh, okay. Sure.
The halfling, he's particularly fond of it. Stormbringer always loves a good fight. The first thing she did when I met her was ask me to arm wrestle. She's quite good at it for... Well, I'm not quite sure what she is, but tall, big, strong.
Okay, so alcohol, fighting. Good. All right, hey,
Oh,
thanks
I heard
for...
something about sweets, too, for the tiefling, but...
Oh.
That came from a questionable source, since Meepus told me.
Oh. I don't know who Meepus is, but
He's the
anyone with that
questionable
name
source.
sounds like a questionable source, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We can do this. I'll get everything prepared. Do you want to be captured too, or just them? Do you want to hold up appearances, I'm saying?
If I'm there, absolutely.
Okay. We'll, of course, let you go right away, but...
Thank you.
Just to make it look like you put up a bit of a fight. Interesting. All right. Well, take him to the docks tomorrow. We'll see what we can do.
I look forward to it. It should be good for a little bit of entertainment.
Yeah.
And with that, she'll kind of nod, offer to shake hands, and start leaving.
He doesn't shake your hand.
Okay.
He just kind of nods at you and...
She'll try to make it look smooth, like she didn't actually offer to shake it. Like kind of
Gotcha.
move it into, like she crossed her arms across her chest. And
I love it. Yeah.
Before she leaves, she'll take a quick glance over at the job board. Does anything stand out?
No, there's nothing necessarily that stands out. There's a few names on there, but not a ton of gold or anything.
She'll take the one that has the biggest gold price on it and shove it in her pocket. And
Okay,
leave.
cool. Yeah. Excellent. Then you step on out. All right. You kind of head over to the Brothers Brew, and then we will bring everyone back.
Okay.
Come back, everyone.
I'm back.
I'm back.
Awesome. I assume that was broadcast, yes? That part?
Yeah, I think I
Okay.
think it's switched over. I don't know what it is. There is some key command that is bringing up that screen, but it should have only been right at the end because I was watching.
Cool.
And it wasn't.
All good.
And it's a different command than the mute.
Yeah. All good. And yeah, and Aerisa, you kind of make your way out of around the Brothers Brew again. Do you want to try to catch up to everyone who's walked on, or?
Yeah, she'll probably kind of jog walk.
Cool. Cool. Charity, Vimeris, Stormbringer, Burbage, what do you guys?
Chasing after bird.
Yeah, we were chasing after Burbage.
I mean, considering that took some time, we probably would have gone. I would have tried to have Stormbringer scoop up Burbage, and then I wanted to check out the wand store.
Yeah, I would pick him up if I could.
Burbage, are you gonna let Stormbringer pick you up? When
No.
when she gets you?
Come on, Burbag. We need to all stay together, okay?
I resist.
Burbag.
You can give me an acrobatics check, contested against Stormbringer's athletics. And this is to be grappled, so you get advantage.
Oh, well, that all sounds like too much of a hassle, so never mind.
I just picture you going, no, but you're not actually resisting.
You're being picked
Exactly.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, it's more like that. Mostly
Yeah.
because I'm afraid that I would actually manage to resist her, and then I had no idea what my plan would be.
You don't want to have
Nice.
to figure that out.
Yeah.
So the ones that were listed over here. Also, this
Yeah.
pamphlet, does it give any description of like what the stores have or what they do?
Not really. No.
No, these pamphlets suck, man.
You also misspelled half the words. Fuck.
And there's
Did
ink
I?
all
no,
over
you
it.
didn't. You didn't. It's just the
Oh.
thing that
It's
I
like,
was doing.
I mean,
Sorry.
I probably did.
No, you
misspell something.
actually you did not. I was like, oh damn it, that doesn't
Strawberry.
work as well when there's actually like text from that in our thing. Just in my mind, the pamphlet that we're holding is badly misspelled, and we're just like translating it into what we're seeing on the screen.
I get you. I like it.
Like I'm picturing the bakeries, wineries, granaries, and meats is like wine.
Yeah.
So I guess just based on the name, I would check Ardor's wands first.
Okay. Yeah. You walk in and immediately you get like kind of hit with a really strong patchouli scent. It's actually quite pleasing, and it's and you walk in and there's a tabaxi woman in the corner, and she says, "Welcome to Ardor's. What are you doing right now?"
One, I have to point out that there's weird levels of Skyrim here where the cat people are just all merchants.
That is a little weird. You're in Golnia, man.
Khajiita's done nothing!
Where are you like right now?
Okay,
She asks.
so ignoring this, do I see, like, magic wands?
Yeah, she comes and sort of massages your shoulders a bit. You just need to relax a little.
Help me, Vimeris!
You're in Ardor's wands right now, man.
Yes,
You know, like
I was.
It's great. It's great here.
I'm kind of rolling my shoulders like I'm kind of tense.
Yeah. She like kind of like pokes at your arm a little bit with her claw, and then says, "Come on in, come on in. This is Arders."
Aren't I inside already?
Yeah, come on in. You're inside the store, but are you inside yourself? Think about it. And come on in.
Intriguing.
Okay, come on.
Okay.
Yeah. So can I sell you a wand?
Possibly. What kind of wands do you have?
The magical kind that fire off spells of sorts.
Do you have things that are perhaps more suited to augmenting existing spells?
Oh, maybe, yeah. Like, what do you have in mind?
I'm gonna hold up a finger, which is then on fire.
So you want something to, like, make your finger longer? Yeah, man, we can do that. We can do that. We can totally do that.
No. Fire.
I'm sorry.
Fire-based magics. Fire-based magics.
Oh.
I'm gonna
to,
sort of
like-
start idly juggling like a firebolt.
Yeah, but like, I mean, like, does the fire, like, if it doesn't burn anything, does it, like, still exist? You know?
Wait, how can
What do you-
fire exist without burning? Doesn't it need fuel?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Yeah, I like you. You get it. You get it. Cause, like, I mean, if you kill something with like fire, it like goes away. You know?
Yes.
The thing goes away?
Yeah. It's like dead and goes away.
No, it doesn't.
Oh God.
What?
What?
What do you mean?
Death's not a thing. You never really die. You just stop moving.
Oh my God! I was telling my friend that the other day.
Yeah.
Death is not a thing.
Yeah, it's not.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just.
You're so right.
I'm just
Right?
looking at Vimeris.
I'm looking
my-
right back at you.
Oh my God. Oh, can I get you a wand? I want to get you a wand so badly.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know how to use magic.
I don't either. This is my uncle's shop.
Oh.
I'm gonna just stop. So much suddenly made sense.
Yeah, so like, do you guys want wands? Because if you give me money, I'll give them to you. That's how this works. But I mean, like, what is money if we just, I mean, there's just shiny thing, like, you know?
Yeah, it's really meaningless. You know what's more
Like, they're-
meaningful? Like
money
food.
is not a thing, you know?
Could
Yeah.
we, I don't know, pay you for the wands with like hugs and interesting conversation?
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea. Hold on. And she like reaches for something behind the desk and pulls out what you assumed was a wand at first, but she turns it around and then lights the other end of it and is just kind of smoking it there for a little bit. What were we talking about?
Do you have any wands
Are you not going to pass it?
I have like so many wands.
that help with healing people or setting
Okay.
them on fire?
Oh, those are like two very different things.
And yet both of them are things that I do. Think about that for a moment and then tell me if you have them.
Oh my God, you're like a walking contradiction. I love it. Hold on, let me look. And she like goes to a corner of the room where like kind of the small safe is where you keep money. And she's just kind of twisting the knobs on it for a second. And just kind of she keeps twisting it in the same direction, not trying to unlock it. Oh wait. Wands, I'm sorry. Hold on. And then she like walks over to the entire different side of the store and says, "Here's this wand. Yeah, this one like heals people and stuff. If you're to use it." And she gives it to you.
Look at it. Do I recognize what it is?
Give me an Arcana check.
Oh, the store is killing me fucking worse than like the Oni tried to.
Yeah, it actually seems to be a wand that has a couple charges in it. And these charges look to be stored healing word spells.
Okay. Do I get the general sense that there might be anything here that could augment existing magical abilities as opposed to sort of providing new magical abilities? So less wand, more magic accessories.
That's not exactly what my uncle makes his wands for.
Do you know anyone who does?
I mean, there's like a store that sells like rings and earrings if you're looking for accessories.
Which would that be?
That's over at Wiggleman's. They sell like earrings and like I got a bracelet. Look at my bracelet. It's kind of like leather bound and it's got like small gems on it.
Does it seem magical?
No, not at all.
Jesus H. Christ. Oh, Charity's having a rough time at the store. So, you produce wands that create magical effects.
A lot of times, yeah. I mean, we have some that like augment them. So like if you were to cast like a spell with it, it would be like a more powerful spell.
Which ones would those be?
Oh, that's one of these. And she brings back one that the tip of which is glowing like bright red, almost like lava. And she kind of hands it over to you. And you immediately get a sense of quite powerful magic from it. She's like, if you cast like certain kinds of spells with this, it makes them like more powerful.
What types of spells?
Like the hurdy kind mostly. Like the kind that okay, and then she runs over to Stormbringer. Do you remember when we were talking about death earlier?
Yeah.
And do you remember us saying that it's not really a thing?
Yeah.
Do you remember what you said? Because neither do I.
She said that death wasn't a thing.
Right. This helps with like fiery kinds of magic sometimes. It's like really powerful.
Do you think that maybe we could pay for it with, I don't know, 2 hugs and a further discussion of how death isn't really a thing?
Oh God, no! My uncle would kill me if that happened.
But death isn't a thing.
It costs like gold that some people find valuable.
But how can your
Like
uncle
your
kill
uncle?
you if your death isn't a thing?
My uncle would turn me into plant food. And I sort of like not being plant food.
Fair enough. What might the price be?
That would be 1,200 gold pieces.
Uh-huh.
Vimeris is walking out of the store.
Thank you. Perhaps another time.
Oh, no, thank you. This was like a really good experience for me.
Aw.
I've been trying to meet...
Bye, nice wand person.
Goodbye. Hey, if you ever want to come back and talk about stuff, just let me know.
I will.
I'm here like every day. You know what I'm saying?
That's awesome. Yeah, maybe I will.
You smell good too, by the way.
You do too.
Thank you.
Did she look strong, by the way? Did she look like weak or strong?
She looked pretty weak. Yeah.
Ah, sad.
I'm just going to.
And Aerisa, you see them coming out of the store.
I'm basically just going to walk straight into Adventurers Unlimited, open the door, and just to the first person I think who looks sort of like a shopkeep or like they work there, be like, what do you sell, and are you capable of maintaining an adult-focused conversation?
I mean, is anyone capable of maintaining adult conversations when you think about it?
What do you sell?
We sell, like, anything you would adventurers need for your adventuring process. Whatever that may be.
I
You
think
could
I
be-
get the theme of Market District 4.
You could be an adventurer, like, in your own home. And then another guy comes out of the back and says, Gerald, get back there. You know you're not supposed to talk to customers. What can I do for you?
Is it a dragonborn?
No.
Oh, okay.
It just sounds like it.
I was just making sure.
Not every gruff voice is a dragonborn.
Well, I just thought that they might all be related. I figured at this point, I mean, we have like Brothers Brew and Sisters Stew over there. I figured, hell, the entire District 4 might be owned by Stoner Dragon family.
No, this is like a this
by
is
the
a
people.
guy with an eye patch. He's a human. He's got gray hair pulled back into a ponytail. He's really thick.
I'm just gonna look at.
No-
I sense you're capable of carrying on an adult conversation
Of course, why would you even ask me that?
because I just came from Arder's Wands and then talked to him.
His sister was working there, wasn't she? No wonder I saw fear in your eyes. I'm sorry. What do you need?
What sort of goods do you sell?
Well, we got into the market District 4 by selling some magic packs. But if you need any adventuring gear, basically, that's what we got here.
Anything that might help those inclined to magical healing and magical combat?
Magical healing, huh? Well, no, it's not exactly, no. No, I mean, we got some packs. We got a first aid kit that you could store more of your precious healing kits in, but that's about it.
Do you have any idea, besides Arder's Wands, if there's anywhere in town that might sell things that enhance and augment the magical abilities of the adventurer on the go?
I mean, there's a couple places that sell some rings. Just next door.
Is Wiggleman's actually one of them, or?
They don't sell magical things, no.
Okay, she was just okay. Where would the place be just next door?
So turn to right around the corner. And there's rings and things.
I'm actually just gonna like pull out a silver piece and hand it to him and go, "Thank you for the conversation."
Hey, yeah, of course. Anytime.
Walk back outside.
Okay.
Guys,
So
the city
what-
sucks.
So what are we looking for exactly?
As I tried to explain to the very confused seeming Dragonborn, things that augment either my destructive abilities or my healing abilities. I'm really good
So
with them.
rings or things. I see. Okay,
Apparently,
let's go.
rings or things. And luckily, we have a place that sells rings and things.
Hey, Stormbringer. Stormbringer.
Yeah, what?
Let's go find Galore and fight him.
Okay. Where is he?
I think we should go look in the Dapper Prawn.
Okay.
That way.
Aerisa, we're gonna go look in the Dapper Prawn for Galore so we can fight him. Can you tell Charity and Vimera?
Yeah, I'll make sure they know. But
Thank
maybe
you.
we should wait for them to come with.
Or maybe
Oh.
you should come with us, Aerisa. Come on, come fight with us.
But you know how much Charity wants to see them too.
That's true.
Fine.
It'd be pretty mean to fight him without charity.
Kind of not.
I don't think Charity would mind. I know that he wants you to be happy, Stormbringer.
I know he
I know.
does, but have you heard him talk about what he wants to do to Galore? It's really violent. I think he'd be really sad if you missed.
So you step into rings and things, and there's a small gnome with glasses on at the corner, or in the corner of the shop, and he says, "Yes, how may I help you?"
I was referred to you by Adventurers Unlimited next door. He thought that you might have some items that would help those of magical inclination as they adventured.
Oh, of course, yes. Well, each of us in the Market District sells, Market District 4, that is, sells a bit of magic. What exactly are you looking for?
Something that would... I'm not entirely sure. What types of things do you have?
Oh, well, I have, what kind of magics would you like to enhance?
I'm gonna
That's the sort of thing I...
hold up my left hand, and a silver flame will pop out of it, and hold up my right and just get a slight healing glow.
Oh, okay, I see. A little bit of destruction, a little bit of healing. I get it.
I put them together and I take them apart.
Interesting. I have bracers that they could enhance each a bit, but only if they were paired together. You see, you could not wear one on the right hand and one on the other. That would be chaos itself. But you could pair them together, and it might make your fires a bit bigger, and it might make your healing a bit stronger.
Wait. I can't... Wait, how does he think bracers work?
You got to pair them together. You can't just have one on one arm and one on the other.
So I would wear 2 bracers on one arm.
No. One on each arm, but they need to be paired.
Okay, you just said that I couldn't wear one on one arm and one on the other.
Well, not of 2 different kinds. You have to pair them. Pair.
I feel like the halo above my head is starting to form. So are you...
Look. Here is a pair of bracers that are for healing. And then over here, in a totally different section of the store, is a pair of bracers for fire.
2
You
pairs
cannot mix and match.
of bracers. This now
Yes.
makes sense to me. Thank you.
Sheesh.
I just came from Ardor's Wands. It's
Well,
been a trying day.
I can understand that, yes.
I'm going to message Cantrip Charity. I told you this town. I had a bad feeling.
I was fine with not going, but then Burbage insisted on coming here.
Oh, the
Oh,
town
sorry.
isn't so bad.
It was message
He
canceled.
says,
a message cantrip.
"It was message cantrip."
Wow. Okay.
You're in Market District 4, by the way.
Hmm.
Simple spells like that, I wouldn't use them all the time. You know they can track you whenever you use a spell.
In this town?
Yes, in this town.
That's creepy.
Any sort of magic at all, really. They can track you to within about 4 feet.
So
Noted.
these bracers then.
Yes.
This, I'll point it like the first one. This one is for healing, and this one is for fiery.
Aye.
And how much for each pair?
Well, you could do 600 for the healing ones and about 1,200 for the fiery ones.
That is quite tempting.
A bit steep, I know, but these are fine wares in a very magical city.
Indeed. Any other items that you think could be useful?
Well, for a magic user like yourself, I have a ring of spell storing.
And that presumably stores a spell.
Stores 3.
Oh,
You can only cast one at a time, of course, but
indeed.
stores up to 3 of them.
And how much for that?
Ooh, that's a good one for 1,000 gold.
Well, and you said that, I assume you keep regular hours here?
I do, yes. I'm here all day, all night.
Oh, very good. I was just thinking that my friends and I may seek accommodation first, and then I might come back through. We were just on our way down to the Dapper Prawn.
Oh, it's a fine establishment.
Outstanding.
Stop by the fish emporium. Say hi to my wife, and she'll give you a mackerel or something.
Oh, that's very kind. And your name?
Oh, my name is Finnegan.
Ah, thank you, Finnegan.
Her name is Winnigan.
Oh God, did you pull something on that one?
Shut up.
Thank you, Finnegan. I'm sure I'll be back in.
You're welcome anytime.
And then I'll head back out.
Excellent. You see several guards sort of walking up to you all very quickly. And they say, did you see which way he went?
Who?
Really tall fella. Like bald, really tall. Had a tattoo on his neck.
I don't believe we have.
Does that guy sound familiar at all to
He's been causing trouble. He's been causing trouble. If you see him, just call someone, all right?
Does that sound familiar to us in any way?
No, not at all.
I'm gonna look at
strange.
Aerisa. Did you see anyone?
No. Did I, actually?
You did not, no.
No, not at all.
Yeah, Aerisa, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh!
Oh dear.
That is the fumble.
You do have an inspiration if you would like to use it.
Do
It's
I?
not marked.
It has...
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I said for your secret stuff I gave you one. I
Oh,
meant
okay.
to.
Then
You
yeah,
do have
fuck, I'll
one.
use it.
Okay.
That's easy. Oh, look, it's
Much
still kind
better.
of shitty.
No, that's
All
much
right.
better.
It is.
All right. You are compelled to blurt out something, but you literally have to hold your hand over your mouth before you say something. And then the feeling passes.
Are you okay, Aerisa?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just my throat.
Are you gonna throw up?
No.
Okay, how does that effect work? Since I'm pretty sure that's a direct lie.
Well, I just said it was her throat, which has her voice box in it, is what I was thinking. I was trying to Aes Sedai the lie.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Another one.
Oh, look, it's better. It's going up,
Okay.
guys.
Yeah, you're getting better at this. You shake down something else that you were about to say.
I'm used to this. I have Zone of Truth training.
You do, yeah.
Charity is just going to sort of look interestedly at you and sort of say nothing.
All right, well, he's been causing some trouble. We can't really tell if it's him or if it's just bad luck that this
You're
guy
still
gets.
here?
Did you not see us here? What is?
I thought you guys left.
We assumed you had gone on to look for whoever
No.
this. What trouble has he been causing?
He's been getting into fights and stuff and challenging people, and it's a whole thing. All right, we'll see you later.
Just as a question,
Yeah.
if he was to
He sounds cool. Let's
he
go
was-
find him.
if he was to challenge us to a fight and we were to subdue him, would there be any form of reward in it for us?
Ooh, good
Maybe,
question.
yeah. Just make sure you call some of the guards.
Yeah, we would do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Creeps.
The other one shouts, I don't like acting like a guard. Ugh, and he shakes his head.
Are you not a guard?
And he and the other guard are like, oh, come on, let's get out of here. All right, we're leaving now. Sorry.
Did they leave?
And they now left.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Charity's just gonna kind of blink. So people are posing as guards and looking for a tall man with a tattoo on his neck. Yeah, he kind of sounds like maybe he's the one we should be helping.
Oh, I thought we were gonna fight him.
Those men probably weren't actually guards.
But I want to fight a big guy.
Maybe we could see what's going on. Help him if he seems like the type of person we'd help, and then you could recreationally fight him afterwards.
Oh. With my axe still?
That's not recreational anymore.
But Charity, I've had this axe for over a week and I haven't got it to try it out.
From the shadows of the building
Son of a
that you're standing at, there's a small kenku that comes out and just sort of like looks at you, cocks its head, kind of puts its beak toward your axe, and then like sort of like nods its head as if to follow him.
This bird man wants me to go with him, you guys.
Well, sure. Let's follow the shadow bird down the alley. This never
It sounds sketchy when you say it
actually-
like that.
He comes around to the front of the brawlery and kind of hops over to the door and opens it up and sort of wants to invite you.
What type of bird is he?
He's like a crow.
Oh, like, thank you.
He like nods, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we're not following him into a dark alley anymore.
No.
No, just
So-
like an organized fighting ring, which I'm not sure is better.
So you all go into, I guess? Is it-
Yeah.
I guess.
Unless we
I'm still carrying Burbag.
Okay. So you all
Literally, like,
head
bad
into. No, you feel good. Yeah, it's just it feels weird. This creepy
Okay.
little bird person just opens a door for you, and everyone goes in.
Yeah.
But whatever. Okay. Let's see.
Kenku aren't creepy. I was gonna
Hmm?
say Charity likes
This-
them because
this
of
one's a little
make
creepy.
This guy's a
sales
little
Mr.
creepy.
Islam.
Yeah. So you step in, and there's a fight going on. The building itself kind of slopes downward as you get inside into kind of an arena almost. And the pit in the very center of it is like a 40 feet down from you almost. So you're it's not a huge building, and you're still looking down pretty steeply at this. And there's two people fighting in the middle of it right now. One with two axes, and then a lizard person with a sword and a shield. There's a fairly large crowd for midday. They're all sort of cheering this on. And then a half elf comes up to you guys and sort of says, "Hey, are you here for a fight, or do you want to make some bets?"
I don't even know. This bird just decided we should go here, so we followed him.
Yeah, he's good. He can tell. You want to fight, don't you?
Yeah, but I'm not really down with the organized fighting, unless you have Kundu.
Hey, what the hell's Kundu?
It's an awesome game. How do you run an organized fighting ring and not know Kundu?
Well, I mean,
Kundu,
tell me
Kundu.
what is Kundu? I don't even
You
know.
throw axes at each other,
Holy shit,
and then someone wins. It's badass.
that does sound badass.
Limbs are dismembered.
Oh my gosh!
You-
And there's a winner?
You take two,
Yeah.
and Charity's going to explain the rules of Kundu as he basically figured them out from watching it
Yeah.
and from talking to Narvi.
Nice. He goes,
Actually, let me talk to my boss. I might set something up then tomorrow for that.
That'd be
sounds
cool.
Would you participate?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sort of look
Why
up.
why don't you come back tomorrow? And we'll do this Kundu thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at you. I'm like, we don't have to come back tomorrow.
I don't know what you said, Charity.
Oh,
that
sorry.
was really quiet.
I leaned over because I was about to cough. We don't have to come back tomorrow.
Okay.
And then he sort of makes a weird face, like he's trying not to say something. And he says, "All right, see you tomorrow then."
Why'd you make that face? Are you okay?
It's you know this town, huh?
Yeah.
Weird stuff pops in your head, and you don't want to say it out loud. And
What
Anyway.
do you not want to say out loud?
I mean, it was nothing. It was about my girlfriend. It was just kind of random.
What was it about your girlfriend?
It wasn't about my girlfriend at all.
What was it
see,
then?
see, like that right there.
What was it?
Never mind. That's fine. Everything's fine.
No, I'm really curious. Maybe I'll come back tomorrow if you tell me.
How about you just come back tomorrow anyway?
Well, I don't know about that unless you tell me, and then maybe I will.
He's just kind of has his hand over his mouth and is just like,
Hey, Aerisa made that face earlier.
No, I didn't.
Yes,
Wait.
she did.
Yes, you did.
Well, it's just because I took a look at the bounty board, and she'll take the one that she grabbed earlier and kind of just hold it out. But nothing seemed good, so I wasn't really gonna mention it.
What's she holding out?
It's a wanted poster.
Of Burbag?
Oh no, just some... Andy, which one is it? Because I didn't really ask that much when I grabbed it.
Rep.
Andy?
And she's dead.
I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
sorry. His name is Turbert. Turbert Bari.
How much,
Turdbert.
how much is the
Turbert.
reward?
It's 100 gold pieces.
It,
Were there any? And at this, like, Charity's eyes have appeared sort of focused. Were there any other bounties that seemed interesting?
no, not especially.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Me?
Yeah.
I didn't see a Burbage one.
No, not at
Oh,
all.
look, I'm
no.
getting better.
You are
You're
getting
I
getting
just
better
asked
at
if you saw any
lying.
that seemed.
Yeah.
Although,
And by the way, this, yeah, I don't want
It's
this to make it seem, this is not, now that you've experienced this, all of you, it's not that you are lying and need to prevent yourself from lying. It's that your mind thinks of something else you want to say
Mm.
that you're not saying, and it's almost compulsive trying to get you to say all of those things.
Huh.
So it's a weird type of truth telling.
so it isn't quite truth telling. It's just oversharing.
Kind of, yeah. So these are not necessarily just pure lies that people are telling. It's that it triggers something else that the spell kind of wants you to say.
I do want to, regardless of that, insight check her. There were no other, like, interesting bounties.
Yeah, insight roll. Go for it. Yeah, I mean, you feel it's pretty. Yeah, good. Yeah, you feel it's pretty standard. There's really nothing else that seemed interesting to her.
Okay.
And even that, you're pretty sure she's not super excited about it.
Yeah. So I guess we'll just. Well, are we still berating this dude in the brawlery, trying to figure out what he didn't say?
Oh, I
Sounds
got
like it.
distracted by Aerisa, so.
Okay. We'll just.
To the Dapper Prawn, maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, so you go through the alleys, huh? Okay.
Apparently. Because Charity is not scared of anything.
It's kind of hard to tell what's an alley and what's a street.
All right, you make yourself out of the docks that overlook a beautiful lake, and it's large. It's a very large lake, and there are some fairly large ships on it. It looks like between these two towns that are on opposite sides of the lake, there's quite a lot of trade going on. But you also see kind of smaller, faster riverboats as well. and you make your way to the Dapper Prawn.
Yep.
And the Dapper Prawn has a very nice, ornate, beautifully carved, sort of squid-like creature on its front door.
But not a prawn.
But not a prawn. Nope.
In this town, that sort of compels you to describe yourself accurately.
It does seem to, yeah. Yeah. So you kind of head inside, and there's someone in a giant prawn costume waiting inside the door. And they say, what can I do for you?
Is he in? Is it dapper? Is it a dapper?
He is wearing a bow tie. Yes.
Awesome.
I was not prepared for this sitting.
We could have skipped it, man.
You could have skipped the entire thing, and my 40 pages of notes would have gone to
puns and oh, Jesus.
Oh, what can I do for you guys?
Thanks, Fry.
Are you here to experience the Dapper Prawn in all its glory?
That sounds terrible.
I think this is his natural voice.
No. I don't mean his voice sounds terrible. I mean that line. That suggestion sounds awful. Blake, what is the full glory of the Dapper Prawn?
Oh, well, you can get drinks. You can get drunk. You can fish. You can spend the night here. I don't know. This is my first day on the job, man. I don't know. I wasn't prepared for questions.
Have you greeted an elf today?
A few of them, yeah.
Tall, blonde,
Were
male,
they
traveling alone?
Yeah. Probably just 20 minutes ago he came wandering in.
Is he still here?
Probably, yeah. I haven't seen him come out.
Is this the only exit?
It's the only entrance.
But is it the only exit?
I'm not supposed to say. Damn it, I wasn't supposed to say that either. Can you forget that I said that I wasn't supposed to say?
feel
Why
like I'm
aren't
in
you
an episode of
supposed to
Bitchy
say if
Brothers.
it's the only exit?
I'm sorry, what?
Why aren't you supposed to say if it's the only exit?
There's a lot of people that come and go here. I didn't know there was going to be questions. I'm just supposed to say, "Welcome to the Dapper Prawn. Well, where your dreams come true, just like prawns."
What?
That isn't what you said to us when we first came in.
I know, I forgot that part.
But you had this whole other line that you said.
Yep, I have several lines I'm supposed to say.
All of them?
Listen, I don't exactly know the intricacies of this job yet.
I'm not sure I'd describe them as intricacies. Look, tell you what, it's your first day. I'm gonna, pull out a gold piece. Tell us about the other exits. Just, we won't tell anyone.
Oh, okay. And he leans over and takes off his prawn head. And there's a teenage young man then there. Well, not supposed. Okay, so one gold piece isn't really a lot.
I'm going to so I was sort of holding it out with the gold piece between a couple of fingers, and I'm going to pull down and then fan my fingers out, and now there's 3 gold pieces.
3 gold pieces that's like 2 days work. That's awesome. Okay, so there's an exit there's a couple tunnels that lead from here to the Brawlery and then to Fenric's Travel and Tours. I was told about that so that I could tell some of our more wealthier guests how to get out if they want to not be seen coming through the front door.
Very good. Thank you.
Yeah. No, you're welcome.
I will drop the coins in his hand.
In his claw.
Claw, sorry.
He scoops them up then and kind of puts them behind him in a small hat that he has.
Tell me, if the elf that we were asking about had come in, where might he have gone?
The door opens behind you, and kind of an armored dwarf walks in, and the kid puts his head on real quick, and says, "Hey, welcome to the Dapper Prawn, where all of your dreams are prawns." The dwarf just kind of frowns at him and then passes through another door into a much livelier tavern area.
I'm gonna sort of nod, pat him on the
Hey,
back.
what were you saying?
Where might that elf have gone?
He's staying here.
Okay.
He came in a couple days ago. Yeah, I don't know.
So, I'll suggest that we head inside.
Should I go knock on the doors until we find him?
He paid me. Sorry.
He paid you?
A little bit of okay. He paid me a little bit of gold to say he arrived a few days ago, and he didn't. He arrived today. The city, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Fucking city, man.
Which
I'm gonna
room
move
is
out
he
of here.
staying in?
I'm gonna move out of here as soon as I can. I can't tell you what room people are in. That's
I
pretty
think you
bad.
kind of have an obligation now because you lied to us for him.
Oh,
so.
I didn't mean to lie. I just. He's in the northwest corner. That's all I remember.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
I don't know which way northwest is, you guys.
I can move northwest.
So you hop into kind of go through the other doors, then into the main area, the main tavern area of this. And it's like a 3-story building, so it's fairly tall. And then this first floor seems to mostly just be the tavern. And there's people serving drinks, a few barmaids come, a couple beautiful elven women come, and they sort of rustle Burbage's hair a little bit and say, "Hey, what can we get you guys? What's everyone doing today?"
Oh my god.
Yes, what do you have to drink?
Oh, we got lots of things. We got some fire whiskey. There's some really, really expensive druidic whiskey that we just got in. We have some Brothers Brew. We got what's it called? Some of that wicked tap. Oh, it's so good. Any of those sound good to you?
I shall have a pint of wicked tap, please.
Oh, yeah, a pint. All right. Okay, that'll be 12 gold pieces.
Oh, never mind. That's a bit steep.
Well, I mean, you could just get like a cup of it for like 4. That's fine.
I'll give you 2 for a cup of it.
Nah, I mean, you could get a shot of it for 2.
I'll do a shot of the fire whiskey. How much is that?
Oh, that'll be 7 silver.
Alright, yeah, I'll just do that.
All right, yeah, we'll be right back with that. You need anything to eat or anything? You can just sit in the corner here. That's fine.
What is there to eat?
Oh, we got
Anything
all kinds of foods. Yeah, we have steaks. We got lots of fish from the lake. Yeah, pretty much anything you want.
I want a steak.
Oh, you got it.
Me too.
Yeah, what kind of steak? We got cow steak, horse steak. We got, I think there was an ogre that was killed recently, ogre steak.
I'll just have cow steak, please.
Okay, cow steak it is.
Make that 2 cow steaks.
2 cow steaks, all right.
3.
Oh, I'm sorry, we just ran out of cow steaks.
Okay, I'll
Have
try the
mine then,
ogre.
Damaris.
I'll try the
All right,
ogre.
so there's 2 cow steaks and an ogre. Okay.
Also, just a question quickly.
Yeah.
We heard that someone we know might be staying here. A young elvish man.
Who's that? Oh, what was his name? She's asking the other one now, and the other one says it was like Velour or something.
Galore?
Galore.
Galore, that was it. Galore. Yeah. galore. He's not a great tipper.
I'm not shocked. Is he in right now?
I mean, he's not a great tipper.
There's a coin under my finger now.
He, I believe, left.
A second coin drops down. You sure?
Yes, pretty sure he left. I think he only came in to get something from his room.
And did he suggest where he might be headed?
He said he had to go outside the walls again real quick, but that he'd probably be back.
Thank you.
I say we wait.
Yeah, ambush predators.
I'll slide the two over my. What was the option that wasn't cow and wasn't ogre?
It was cow and horse.
Horse, please.
Yeah, you got it. This horse was really mean, by the way. So it's
Good. I feel no guilt then.
okay.
Just
And
in
so a little
case.
bit of time passes. They come back with the stakes. Then, and the door slams open, and there's this giant hulking human with sailing tattoos all over him, a bald head, and he just is scanning the room, and he locks eyes with you, Stormbringer.
Hey,
he
big
says,
guy!
he says, "Fight me!"
Yeah!
And he rushes at you, and he is gonna try to hit you. Hold on.
Holy shit!
Has my steak
just
arrived yet?
from the juggernaut.
Yeah, your stakes have just arrived. Yeah.
Like, as he's rushing, I'm just gonna sort of go, huh, and start cutting into steak.
Yeah, how's my meat taste? What's ogre steak like?
It's actually fairly tender, though it tastes like it turned a bit. So it's a delicacy, really.
Okay, I smother it in sauce.
Of course, yeah.
How's the cow steak? Just normal?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. They sautéed some mushrooms on it.
I love that he's trying to set up this giant dramatic fight, burst into the scene, and we're just like, no, roll back, tell us
wait.
about
We
the
haven't
fucking
eaten.
food.
I've only eaten my berries.
This is so D&D. I love it.
This is also, I'm a foodie, so I'm like, no,
Oh, that's
you're gonna
perfect. Yeah, yeah.
describe my food to me.
Yeah, it's great. So this guy comes rushing in, tosses a chair across the room, trying to get at you, Stormbringer. And he's gonna swing at you, and does a 20 hit.
Yes.
Please take 7 bludgeoning damage.
Was that off of just a punch? Or...
That was a fist. Yep. He's fast and strong.
Okay, so I'm kind of pissed off that he hit me, although I'm not really pissed off, but you know how it goes. Anyway,
Yeah.
so I'm raging.
Joy rage! I'm just also going to look at the waitresses and go, is he a regular?
No.
Oh, bugger.
Oh, so this isn't normal.
No, this is not
So,
normal.
first and
Oh.
foremost, he needs to make a DC 14 dex save.
All right, hold on. He rolled 11.
So he'll take 6 points of damage from that right off the bat.
Ouch. All right.
And
Yeah,
then,
that shocks him. Yeah.
laughing kind of... Is he armed?
Ooh. He's got a large rope belt holding up kind of these just like flimsy pants, and that's about all that's on.
He did a lot of damage with a punch, though, right?
If you don't have, like, special skills, how much is an unarmed strike, generally?
1.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not doing that then. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of laughing a little crazily, obviously, really happy that I finally get to fight. Swing at him with my magic battle.
All right. Excellent. That hits him. Yeah.
So, 14
Whoa.
points of damage since I'm raging. Fighting!
He tries to swing down on you, and you, like, with your one arm, smack away his hand as you come up with the other arm, slashing through his chest. And he screams in pain, and then tries to grapple you.
I'm gonna.
So,
I don't have any urge to help, strangely.
You don't need to, I'm fine.
I don't think she needs
I'm
help.
gonna sort of
Is
look at
that
one
a-
of the waitresses. Do you have a drink pairing you recommend with the horse?
Do I need to make an athletics check?
yes, please make an athletics check. He tries to grapple you, and you just barely resist.
Hey, why are you trying to grab me? We're supposed to be fighting.
I know, I'm fighting you.
That's not how I fight. Anyway, can I swing at him with my battle axe again?
Yeah, you push him back, just enough to swing in a battle. That hits, yeah.
So 11 points of damage.
All right, he stumbles backward, kind of slumps to the ground a little bit, tries to pull himself up on a chair, and then just falls forward. And this guy from somewhere in this tavern rushes over to him and checks his pulse, and says, "He's dead."
Ah, fuck. Charity, can you fix it? We were just having a friendly fight. I don't want him dead.
It's kind of hard to fix dead.
Charity, Dad's not even
He
real.
rushes out of the tavern and guards, guards.
Charity, hurry up, fix him. Charity, you're not even trying.
Several of the guards now come in, and see this guy on the ground. The man says, they were fighting, and this one just tore into him."
He attacked me first.
Can we get your name, miss?
Yeah, it's Vithi Stormbringer Nola Kulain of the family.
We've heard about you. Okay.
I don't know how you've heard about me. I just got here.
Yeah. And you were the one that killed this guy?
Yeah, he attacked me. I didn't mean
Okay,
to. It was a
alright,
friendly
okay.
fight.
Yeah, I understand.
Can you fix him?
Yeah, we'll fix him up real good. And they're just
Thank
dragging
you.
him out by his face is on the ground, and he's leaving like a trail of blood behind him.
Thank you.
Yeah, he'll be fine. He's been getting into some fights lately, but it's a really bad thing to kill someone. So, all right.
But it was self-defense. And
Yep,
you said
it
you'd
was.
fix him?
Yep, we'll fix him up. He'll be fine.
Okay, good. Thank
So
you.
you're not gonna have killed him probably. So anyway,
I'm not
Okay.
gonna have killed him?
yeah, you have a good night. All right.
Good.
Everyone.
Okay, thank you.
And he exits the tavern then as well.
That was
And that
weird,
was
you guys.
that felt very weird to
That was-
everyone.
That was really weird, you guys. This whole thing was really weird. I thought I wanted to fight, but now I don't know. That felt not good.
Well,
That's
the
what you
steak
said,
is weird.
folks.
I'm gonna hand you, Vimeris, a little token. Like a little sort of folded piece of paper that has writing on it. You can recognize Charity's handwriting, and it says, "We should have listened to you." And I'm gonna tap Stormbringer on the back and hand you one as well. That's for the staying on the boat one.
Oh, thank you.
I
This
hate
country
place.
sucks.
So I don't like this town anymore, and I think we should go camp outside.
But what if the lore comes back in the middle of the night?
I don't even care. That was a really unnerving experience, and maybe we should go away from.
We haven't seen any place that would sell healing potions. Is that right?
At the Adventurers Unlimited had some healing potions, sure.
Oh, okay.
While you were there, you could have.
I don't think she was there with us. Oh wait,
I think so at that point.
Yeah, she's
I think
sort
you
of
saw
at
you
that
there.
point.
yeah.
She was just so quiet.
At this, I'm gonna sort of turn to the barman. It's like, are there ships to Wistamere?
Aye. What are you going up there for? No one really goes to Wistamere. People come from Wistamere, sure. I'll let people go there.
Just travel.
Yeah.
We want to see more of the world. Tell me, where
Actually,
might one
I
book
mean-
passage on such a ship?
Oh, on the docks. Fenric's traveling tours would probably have spots open, I'm sure. They could take you up there.
Ah, thank you.
You're going a lot closer to the border. There's been a lot more skirmishes lately.
Did you
Some people
just
are
see?
talking. Some people are talking war. Are you sure you want to go up there?
War with whom?
Between whom?
Skirmishes.
Well, with Goholnia has been amassing forces on the border of Wigmols. There's a lot of orcs there that have been making raids into Goholnia and taking people back, and it's pretty bad.
So we're.
Is
in
that why you guys
Bohemia
are
right now?
racist about orcs here?
Yeah, you're in Goholnia. Yeah,
Okay.
You're safe. Don't worry. There's no orcs here.
Are there orcs in Wistamere?
Probably not in Wistamere, no. But you're
Then
getting
we'll be
closer. All right.
At this, I'm probably gonna go. Thank you for the meal. Also, the gentleman we mentioned who was a bad tipper.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah, I'm going to slide her like another 3 gold. I'm like, maybe you let slip near him, since he is such a bad tipper. This could make up for your time. That the family is waiting for him south of here.
Give me 5 gold and I'll send you word when he's here.
I'll do that.
The door opens and behind you, Galur is sort of dragging in a very, very large chest that he's been carrying. And she grabs the money real quick and says, "There he is."
Thanks. I was gonna say, I don't mind. It was a good steak. Stormbringer.
Yeah, I'm gonna grapple him.
Well, that concludes tonight's episode of Goats and Dragons. If you enjoyed this and are curious to see where the story goes, please follow us on Twitch, where we are simply Helpful Goat, or subscribe on YouTube at Helpful Goat Gaming. We are a small independent game design firm and could really use the support. If you'd like to know more about us, our streams, our company, or upcoming projects, you can visit helpfulgoat.com, follow us on Twitter at Helpful Goat, or check out our Facebook page at Helpful Goat. Thank you so much again for Sarah for playing tonight. Looks like we're going to have her on again next week. And remember, we're changing to Friday nights, not Saturday. So Friday nights is when you're going to catch us. 9 Eastern Standard Time, 7 Mountain, 6 Pacific. And that's going to be fun. So from all of us on Goats and Dragons, we wish you an excellent evening. Good night.
Not
Good
everybody.
night.
Bye.